And in the on-deck circle, Amory Castillo.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
There you go.
It's Tuesday, Albuquerque. You know what that means?
Fred, that means the boys are here at the Duke's Team Store on the corner of Central and Carlisle in the Nob Hill Shopping Center. We have a great day today.
Why are you on this show right now?
I'll tell you what, I'm really excited about this Game 7 we got going on tonight because, as everyone knows, I'm a huge D-backs fan. Born and raised right outside of Phoenix, Arizona.
Yep.
The Salt River Valley really is where I'm from.
Where were you raised? Phoenix City, Phoenix?
There's like pictures of me as a baby.
Arizona City,
exactly.
Arizona.
I'm a Phoenician, if you will.
Laying in the Salt River.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, baptized in the River of Salt.
It's true.
Right outside of Phoenix, Arizona. I mean, there's pictures of me as a baby in a Diamondbacks onesie.
Next to
huge D-backs fan. Really excited about the game tonight. Awesome. Why do you ask?
You walked over London Bridge?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the real bricks from the London Bridge.
You told all of us you would quit the show if the Houston Astros lost Game 7 of the ALCS.
I don't know why a lifelong Diamondbacks fan from the city of Phoenix would say something like that. That's weird. That's really weird.
Also joining us on the show, Steve Palmisano, the AP. Let's go.
I am not a Houston Astros born and raised.
I don't know why you're mentioning that over and over again. This makes no sense to me right now.
But I am a fan of the Houston Astros.
You mean Diamondbacks? You mean
correct?
Diamondbacks fan?
Now,
like Van Nunley.
There's always next year.
Lifelong Phoenician.
What stage are you in?
I think this one is bargaining, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Trying to bargain my fandom of the Astros for the Diamondbacks. Let me do my thing.
As sad as you were last night with the Game 7 loss.
That wasn't a loss.
To the Texas, the whooping.
That was a shellacking.
Marie is juxtapositionally as happy as her Minnesota Vikings won a meaningless midseason game over the best team in football, the San Francisco Giants. Congratulations, Marie.
Yeah, I don't know if it's meaningless, but it was a good win. It was fun.
It meant a lot to Kirk Cousins. He finally won in the bright lights of prime.
It meant a lot to a lot of things, just winning a game, a good game.
Hey, Marie, why are you like in a jean jacket right now? If you're not watching on Facebook Live or YouTube Live, you can see
because it's freezing.
Like a casual jean jacket. Where's all your purple?
Because, okay, little, I don't know, behind radio scenes, whatever you want to call it. I never know what the studio is going to be. It's going to either be freezing or really hot. So the football gear will come out next week because it's starting to finally get cooler outside.
I'm there full of hot takes.
Where is your Jared Allen-esque face paint today?
I am wearing my Viking earrings, though.
Okay.
She's yelling into the microphone from across.
I was trying to show the streaming.
What is that? Is that all right? So that's the Vikings logo mid earring, and then
it's very Southwest.
Okay, and then
I got them as like a gag gift.
There's like there's danglies on them. Okay, and then the danglies they look Native American inspired. I would say.
Yes. And someone got me these as a gag gift, and I love them.
It's like those earrings look like if
they're silly.
Were made by the Minnesota Vikings.
That's what I'm saying.
What is that? A Chevy logo at the bottom?
That's a good question.
Oh, actually, I never noticed that. It kind of looks like that.
Like a rock.
It's my little purple pride.
Makes perfect sense.
And one of my mini wedding rings, my Viking wedding ring.
Well, you have so many wedding rings from so many marriages to the same guy. Like, you just have a lot of them.
Boom. I don't think it was a meaningless game. I think that was a good win for the Minnesota Vikings.
Compared to Game 7 of the ALCS, though.
Oh no, Van! I was feeling way worse for Van last night.
Van should feel bad.
Luckily for me, it wasn't close past the fourth inning, so I really didn't have to sweat it out. Really wasn't that worried. I kind of
I was worried about you, bud.
Out and drank a lot.
Normally in these situations, I would have done like a wellness check on you. but I was physically with you
Right.
to observe your wellness the whole time. Steve, you're also with us at Always Sports Page.
I was there.
And we watched it decline. We watched Van spiral.
Yeah. But isn't it like one of those sports fan things, ironic, where the loudest fan of the opposite team is sitting right next to you?
Right next.
Oh,
to
was
me.
there a Rangers fan?
Right next to me.
That's really funny.
A guy in town from San Antonio.
Oh,
Shout
that's
out
hilarious.
Jay.
His name was Jay.
Yeah.
He was
Just could not be more loud or
From
belligerent.
the first
While
second pitch.
soaked in misery.
he was a dead ringer for Super Dave Osborne.
Yeah, he crushed it.
He
I don't think
was-
it was on purpose, but he nailed it.
he had obviously been golfing all day or something, and was like, the best way to handle this too much exposure to sun and elevation and booze is to drink more at Howie's Sports Page and tell Van just how awful his fandom is.
of all the bars he could have went to.
This is how it went down.
The seat next to you.
But there are a lot of Astro haters out there, even if it wasn't a Rangers fan. Just there's people who just like despise and hate the Astros.
That is correct.
Deservingly.
Yeah.
Deservingly. I don't know if you read the news. They cheated pretty bad, Amory. They got caught cheating really bad, so they're very easy to hate. This is how it went last night. I am just staring at this television, rocking back and forth like a sports-loving autist,
Mm-hmm.
drinking as much Bud Light as humanly possible to calm my nerves.
Yes, and quench your thirst.
And then the Rangers would do something awesome. And even though I was sitting there staring at the television,
Say, did you see that?
my neighbor from San Antonio would tap me on the shoulder. Say, did you see that one? It's like, yes, Jay from San Antonio. I did see that
He
one.
must have done it a dozen times, dude.
Yes. It got very frustrating.
Not
but I'm
for me.
such a nice,
It was-
patient person.
It was not frustrating.
So you know, before I was in sports entertainment, I worked in the career field of working with people with mental illness and developmental disabilities. So I have patience through the roof.
Yeah.
So that guy is par for the course.
Was it?
It was rough. It was still very, very rough. I
It
had
was
some
rough for
support.
me.
I had some supporters there. A lot of friends of the show were there who were not outwardly rooting against the Astros in support of me. It's not like they were for the Astros,
I was for the Astros.
but at least they didn't rub it in my face like Jay from San Antonio.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was for the Astros, except for when Mitch Garver was up. Then I was up, and I was for Mitch Garver.
Naturally. Yeah, I get it. We got to
Really good
represent Albuquerque. Mitch Garver had an amazing series. So subconsciously, a little piece of me, every at bat, I was like, Mitch Garver, like, get a single, get your batting average up in the ALCS, and then get rolled over in a double play. That's as much as I rooted for the Rangers all series.
I don't know if I said this sentence out loud, but I guess I just need to see it or say it for the friend of the show. The Houston Astros have been eliminated from the 2023 World Series contention. That is what it is.
That is correct.
That is a sentence that's in your life and factual, Van. The Houston Astros have been eliminated from the 2023 World Series contention. That's it. It's over.
That is accurate.
You're shook.
It's a pretty good season to get to the Final Four, to be in the ALCS for the 7th straight year. I'm not taking this run for granted whatsoever.
Did you know the second that they secured home field advantage, it was over for them?
Yeah, they could have lost. Yeah. And insanely ironically, they beat the Arizona Diamondbacks the last 3 games of the year to secure, thank you very much, Amory. That's just salt in the wound. They beat the Arizona Diamondbacks the last 3 games of the year while Texas choked the division away, knowing that the Astros suck at home. The Houston Astros hate the city of Houston, Texas. They are not playing for the city that they are from. They are not representing the orange and blue. They are not representing the tequila sunrise of Houston Astros lore. They hate the city of Houston, and they lost 4 games.
Is that a eulogy?
It takes 4 games to win a series, guys.
Correct.
I don't know if you know this. It takes 4 games to win the ALCS, and the Texas Rangers won all 4 of them in the Houston Astros' very own stadium.
The Astrodome.
X. It's X Stadium. This is they play in Enron Field. It's Enron.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Did you guys know every time that the Houston Astros lose a game, a angel gets its wings?
Yeah.
Did you guys know that?
A trash angel gets his trash can wings.
Yes,
Is that what happens?
I don't know if you knew that. Just it's a fact. What I said is a fact. Every time the Houston Astros lose a game, a whale escapes from captivity.
So I think what the Astros are doing is trying to hurt the MLB is really what they're doing by setting up a Dallas versus Phoenix World Series.
Lowest rated World Series in the history.
It's going to have the lowest ratings in the history of World Series baseball.
And Major League Baseball can't survive this. This isn't the NFL. If in the NFL you end up with a Super Bowl with like Carolina and like who's terrible in the AFC that has no fan base, the Chargers. Like if you were to end up with that Super Bowl, people would still watch
because it's the Super Bowl.
It's the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
people will not watch.
They'll at least watch Usher at halftime.
Yeah, Usher.
Mm-hmm.
Best I could really do in that.
That's
moment.
pretty good. You did good.
Amory, I don't know if you know this. Every time the Houston Astros lose a game, a hungry child is fed. So that's kind of an incredible statistic.
By Mattress Mac.
Did he have money on it?
Yeah.
Yes.
He always has money on it. I think he had like
lost.
He had about $7 million on a Houston Astros World Series.
He's still up over.
You know what's crazy? The odds for the Rangers. I looked it up last night, of course. The Rangers to win the World Series at the beginning of the season was plus 5,000.
It's pretty good. They
still haven't won it.
No, I'm just letting everyone know.
If Emery is saying if they do in fact win, and
then I will look up what the odds were.
They only won 60 games 2 years in a row, and then 90 this year, and now they're in the World Series.
You know how like yesterday when baseball was saved, that everything was better today. Like I had a chocolate bar earlier. It tasted better than any chocolate bar I'd ever had. I had a delicious like club sandwich at lunch. The bread was super crunchy. The bacon was fried perfectly. The turkey was cut just so thinly deli sliced to where all the ingredients mashed together melted into my mouth in a savory, not safe for radio verbiage of warmth. And that's all because baseball was saved yesterday.
How did you get a club sandwich? You're not even a member.
It's of a very specific
crunchy bread.
Okay.
It's just so incredible to me that like the sun felt warmer this morning when I woke up. I'd never slept as well. Like that's a fact. It was the best sleep I had ever humanly had. No joke. On the way home, I was listening to 50s Gold because I was trying to celebrate, when this was a proper country. And my favorite song, 7 Little Kids Loving Fred or whatever came on, and I was like, let's go.
It's very gross.
Yeah, it was it was the one. Like today is the best day ever.
Congratulations to Albuquerque's own Mitch Garver.
That's a dude.
Yep. Everyone else can suck it.
Yeah.
I compelled Rob Manfred to drug test that jacked up, roided up cheater Adolis Garcia.
That's a bad dude.
Oh my gosh.
And they did not heed my warning.
No.
And he parked 2 of them. He single-handedly beat the Astros yesterday. They didn't even need all the other runs.
That is correct.
He did enough all by himself.
He looked there, and there's no way he can be as good in this World Series as he was in the LCS because he doesn't hate Arizona or Philadelphia the way that he hates Houston. He hates Houston, and he murdered them. We watched him kill them.
He had a pretty good series. He's pretty good at baseball.
The Houston Astros had become a horse that died. It was a dead horse, and he just kept beating it. And he just kept until the townspeople gathered around and the children cried and the women wept for him to stop, and no man could prevent him from continuing to batter the corpse of the Houston Astros.
So congratulations to the 2024 World Series champion, the Houston Astros. They're going to be in their 8th straight American League Championship Series next year to further extend their already solidified record of 7 straight American League Championship Series. The Astros aren't going away. Congratulations, baseball. You get to skip out on the Astros World Series. They'll be back. I don't even know why I'm talking about the Astros. As a lifelong Phoenician, somebody who's born in the Salt River Valley, I got people in Mesa. I got people in Scottsdale. You know,
Flagstaff.
Vandy the Phoenician is what they call me. Lifelong Arizona boy, Van Nunley. Big D-backs fan.
I started making Astros jokes, and Steve was like, too soon. And you were like, no, it's pronounced Tucson. Like, you started correcting us because of your lifelong Phoenix
runs deep.
Yep. You can tell by this tan, I get a lot of Phoenix sun.
World Series is going back to Arlington, boys. I mean, Texas didn't play in it last time I was there, but it's going back to Arlington.
Well, they better hope they don't have home field advantage because they don't want to play in that stadium as much as the Astros didn't want to play in Enron Field.
They just ended their season like that.
That was a beatdown.
It was embarrassing. After the momentum of Game 5, Jose Altuve hitting that game-winning home run in the 9th, they had all the momentum heading back to their home stadium. In Games 6 and 7 weren't even close. That was an embarrassment.
Hey, what Bruce Bochy do?
So congratulations to Chuck Norris and the rest of the Texas Rangers.
That's not correct. CJ?
And congratulations to CJ, Chucky's cohort, as Walker and the Texas Rangers are going to the World Series for the first time since 2011. Go Diamondbacks.
We'll continue down this ALCS recap talk. Obviously, we'll preview the NLCS tonight. It's another Game 7 for Vans. It's so crazy that both of your lifelong teams are going to lose tonight. This is incredible.
I got it. Bryce Harper, walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th.
Why not?
Make it a story. Let's have some fun with it tonight.
I like that you also predicted the Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani showdown in the World Baseball Classic.
I was wrong about that one.
So you did think it would be Mike Trout victorious in that one?
Yeah. I predicted the situation at least.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to say Bryce Harper walk-off home run, bottom of the 9th, tonight. So congratulations, DWC, friend of the show and Philly fanatic. Bryce Harper's going to do it for you. But I'm rooting for the Diamondbacks.
Now, are they chasing in this bottom of the 9th, or is it tied up?
Behind.
Right,
so it's
so
all the way script flip.
They're chasing 3, and the bases are loaded.
Yep. Schwarber gets walked.
Okay.
Trey Turner, it's a single.
Yeah.
And then Bryce Harper with a walk-off 3-run home run.
Chasing 2.
Correct.
A walk-off 3-run blasty boy by Bryce Harper to propel the Phillies over the Phoenicians and catapult them to the World Series.
And they never make it to the World Series.
Okay, here we go.
Because actual real baseball fans in Philadelphia who actually give their team a home field advantage are going to cheer so loud the ballpark will crumble to ashes and they won't even be able to play in the series as they can't dig Bryce Harper out of the rubble.
505-246-0610. Call us and let us know where you were when the Astros died. That is the theme of today's program. Has anyone heard from Alex Bregman? Steve, you call Alex recently?
No, I have not. I think he's doing okay.
Just give him a day?
Yeah.
He's okay. You think he'll be fine?
I think he'll be fine. I think they'll be back.
Oh, God, after that Albuquerque's own Alex Bregman home run to bring the game back close, to bring it within 2.
Was it within 2?
4-2 after Alex Bregman's home run.
Yep.
Chased Scherzer out of the game. I was just like, this is it. This is the momentum changer. We got a new game, baby.
How did the only 2?
And then they put up a 4 spot in the next inning, and then they kept scoring runs and scoring runs and hitting homers.
They only didn't score runs in 1 inning.
I think they didn't score in 2 innings.
Until Jay said, look at that. Look at that, Rangers.
Hey, did you see that?
Rangers. It's awesome.
More baseball talk when we get back, including I believe I'm seeing the greatest player in Major League Baseball right now, and he plays for the Houston Texas Rangers. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. Live from the Albuquerque Duke store. Come hang out with your boys. The intersection of Central and Carlisle. Nob Hill Shopping Complex. Parking available off the street. Come hang out with your boys. The Sports Animal.
This report brought to you by Sandia Air.
Clear, you got 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Traffic right now already dealing with a number of slow spots this afternoon. Westbound on Paseo, traffic moving really slow. Those slowdowns are going to start right around I-25. They're going to last until Coors. Watch yourself going through there. Also, westbound on Alameda between 2nd Street and the river. Got some slowdowns there. Seeing more and more congestion both directions of I-25 as you approach Avenida Cesar Chavez. Of course, they are doing road work in that area. If you're traveling south in that area on I-25, you're going to see slowdowns start around the interchange. Northbound I-25 in that area, those slowdowns start as you approach the Sunport. And dealing with a little bit of a slowdown right now, westbound I-40 as you approach 12th Street.
This report is brought
Okay.
Los Lunas.
It's Trucktober at Malloy Ford in Los Lunas. During Ford Truck Month, get 1.9% financing plus $1,000 customer cash and $1,000 trade assistance on a new F-150. When you think Ford, think MalloyFord.com. With approved credit, see for details.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Come to the UNM Howl Zone. 3.5 hours before kickoff for each home game with backyard games, inflatable, food, drinks, music, and more.
Hand it off to the deep man, Merritt. Oh, makes a better miss. He's outside the numbers to the 15. He's to the house.
Come celebrate with New Mexico's station for football.
First career Lobo touchdown, 27 yards.
95.9 FM and AM 610.
Unbelievable.
The Sports Animal.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-956-5539. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-956-5539 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539.
Hey,
Heads up, cool? If you've heard that American Home Plus has jaw-dropping deals right now, it's absolutely...
I like the color too.
Clearing out all their clearance items.
It's a beanie, right?
Yeah.
People are going to love that.
It's a rare opportunity to get furniture at 20% off the lowest marked price like this, near or even below cost. American Home Plus at I-25 in Comanche.
Hey, you're up next.
My cardigan too.
Bad. There's no way I can sing tonight.
Here, try these.
Vicks VapoCool Drops.
Yeah, Vicks VapoCool Drops has maximum strength menthol with a rush of Vicks Vapors.
Ooh, I can already feel it.
I told you. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah. Vaporize sore throat pain fast with Vicks VapoCool Drops.
O'Reilly. It's Superstart Battery Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get up to a $25 gift card after rebate with the purchase of select Superstart batteries. Our professional parts people will test your old battery for free and recommend the right battery for your vehicle. For power, performance, and reliability, choose Superstart batteries only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
An unbelievable Tuesday night, NLCS Game 7, NBA opening tip-off. Every NHL team is playing. There's college football. Wednesday morning is going to be bonkers. Join us in the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. It starts.
Mike's hot.
One sound for your mind.
This will be the first World Series since 2016 that doesn't feature the Astros or the Dodgers.
Sorry, world.
I'm not a child, but I shine like it's
Also, all the friends of the store are like, may there be a billion more.
Say
2007.
16.
Now I'm all about it. No problem, because he is nice. Still they're saying Jesus Christ, but God got this a lost prophet.
This Adolis Garcia is DFA'd from like multiple teams 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Nice, super jack. Shredded, hitting like a roided up player of the late 90s. Is this a real conversation?
I think it's a real conversation. If you have to order a bespoke jersey just to fit into, you're probably doing something illegal.
Also, if you're going to be the team that loses to a guy cheating, it's good that it's the Astros.
Yeah. Check your butt cheeks for pinholes at Elise.
I for real don't think that he is that thing. I believe Major League Baseball does a job of policing that now. But his story is wild because he literally was just let go from squads.
From your Cardinals.
My Cardinals.
Yeah.
See ya.
You know another ex-Cardinal that he reminds me of?
Randy Arozarena.
He's on a Randy Arozarena-esque run through the playoffs. If he can keep it up all the way through the World Series, they're coming in as favorites against whoever. He is unstoppable. You can't throw that guy strikes right now.
No.
He's hit bombs on every single pitch you could possibly conjure.
How do trash cans make sad noises, Van?
Bang.
Get all excited. Recyclables.
Look, as an Astros fan, we all know I'm not taking this run for granted. They're in the ALCS 7 straight years.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be back next year. They didn't win it every single year throughout this journey. They've only been there 4 times. They won 2 of them, technically 2 of them. And they'll be back again next year. They got the exact same squad that won 90 games and went to the ALCS.
Yeah, but
they'll be right back.
But then they'll lose to the Houston Astros team, who after advancing to the ALCS said, "We want Houston."
No, they said, "We want to play in Houston and win every game." That's what they said.
Dog, they won every game. That's only twice in the history of Major League Baseball has that happened to your Houston Astros.
It is a genius chess move by Bruce Bochy.
That's not what that is.
Insanely genius chess move by Bruce Bochy to lose the American League West on the last day of the year because he knows the Astros suck in Houston. He is playing 4D chess with Dusty Baker and making him look stupid.
Who's more hated, the Houston Astros or Thunder?
The Duke City Championship wrestler Thunder,
yes,
who stole the belt from our hero Hobo Hank.
Correct.
The Astros. Yeah, very much the Astros.
Locally or nationally?
Both.
It's both.
Yes.
100% both.
Although last time that guy hit a home run last night.
Who?
Aroldis.
Which one? Which home run?
The Rangers.
There's a bunch of them.
I sworn I heard like somebody banging on something right before the pitch.
Same. Banging
Didn't
on
you?
a steroid needle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did not do steroids.
Outside of Jay's cheering, I could hear that.
He did not do steroids during the game. That's not how it works, Fred. You got to build up a tolerance over months to make it actually work.
Sean Merriman joins us when we get back from the break. He's got a cool event going on out west. Obviously, we'll talk some NFL football with him. Here's my thing.
Okay.
We're about to find out if Sean Merriman also hates the Astros. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by
Clear.
Like using debit over credit, shouldn't you also get rewarded? Well, now you can with Discover Cashback Debit. It's a checking account that rewards everyone with cash back on everyday purchases with no fees, period. Check out eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashbackdebit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
Traffic moving slow right now in a number of spots. Westbound on Paseo between I-25 and Coors. We're dealing with a lot of congestion there. Also seeing quite a bit of slowdowns both directions of I-25 as you approach Avenida Cesar Chavez. That, of course, due to our road work in that area. There are also some lane restrictions. Be careful in that area. Southbound I-25 as you approach Osuna, you're going to see slowdowns there. Those are going to last until Comanche. More of a slowdown now westbound on I-40. Those slowdowns are going to start right around the interchange, and they're going to go past Coors almost all the way down to Unser.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Trust the team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
We're proud to bring you coverage you can count on from across New Mexico.
Like a weather forecast that's certified most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with more in the morning.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Come to the UNM Howl Zone. 3.5 hours before kickoff for each home game with backyard games, inflatable, food, drinks, music, and more.
Hand it off to the deep man, Merritt. Oh, makes a man miss. He's outside the number to the 15. He's to the house.
Come celebrate with New Mexico's station for football.
First career Lobo touchdown, 27 yards.
95.9 FM and AM 610.
Unbelievable.
The Sports Animal.
Indigo Mortgage is proud to have served veterans with honesty and integrity for the last 20 years. And in these last 20 years, veterans have trusted Indigo Mortgage for purchases or refinances utilizing their VA home loan benefits. Indigo Mortgage is known in the veteran community to offer some of the lowest rates and fees in New Mexico. Veterans refer veterans, and we take that very serious, as they are trusting us to make sure their fellow vets get the best rates and fees on the market. Veterans know they can trust Indigo Mortgage, and we set ourselves apart from the big national lenders who are interested in profits rather than serving our veterans. And if you're a veteran looking for any kind of home loan, make sure to shop your mortgage around and be sure to shop your trusted local mortgage company, Indigo Mortgage, serving veterans for the last 20 years. Reach us on the net at indigomortgage.net or by calling 836-5700. That's 836-5700. NMLS 231962 and 188348.
Your brain is an amazing thing. But as you get older, it naturally begins to change, causing a lack of sharpness or even trouble with recall. Thankfully, the breakthrough in Prevagen helps your brain and actually improves memory. The secret is an ingredient originally discovered in
Got 30 seconds.
Based on clinical prepared, Prevagen has been shown to improve memory. A Pharmacy Times National Survey of Pharmacists rated Prevagen the #1 pharmacist recommended memory support brand for the 5th year in a row. You can find it in
We're coming back in 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
today.
Sean there?
Prevagen. Healthier brain.
Yes.
Better life. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
All right.
Weekdays at 10 on 95
Mike's hot.
FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program. We're going to table Major League Baseball for a minute, recap a little Monday Night Football. I'm going to do it with Mr. Lights Out himself, Sean Merriman. Welcome to the program, brother.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, we're enjoying it. We're recapping last night as the most overrated player in the NFL. Kirk Cousins beat up the best defense in the NFL without a wide receiver #1. Sean, you played in the NFL for about 1 million years. Any given Sunday, or in this case Monday, is real, my man.
Yeah, man, and I'll say this: you just don't know which player or which team is going to show up. You look at the season and you kind of look at the calendars to say, okay, this team's going to beat that team is better than this team. So you start marking off the ones that teams should beat, and there you go. Minnesota just creep out. Kirk Cousins on fire without Justin Jefferson, as you just said. They find a way to win, man. And I'm just like, that's why you can't walk into these games like anything is easy, because you just don't know which player, what team is going to show up.
Sean, it seems for like 20 years, the NFL is making rules that help offense, that help quarterbacks, that help wide receivers. But this year, yardage is down, points are down, except for everyone in the NFL not called the Miami Dolphins. It seems like they're letting the defense play. Is this what you're noticing?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, you can only go but so far, right? Like, I get it. And I understand completely from the NFL standpoint. You want big point score. You want offensive putting up a lot of points. You want Patrick Mahomes. You want the big name guys, the Josh Allen, Joe Burrows of the world. You want them to be the face of the organization, the face of the league. But it gets to a point now where how do you explain if a guy can play football or not? I get asked all the time, could I play in today's game? And my answer is always, I don't think so. I just don't think so. And so when you let guys go out and play a little bit more, it still keeps that competitiveness about the sport, because that's what makes football so great, man. Like, to watch these guys go out and compete week in and week out and having to be even and not having a team or a game to win because of the refs and calls and things. Like, nobody want to watch that style of football.
Well, I've been talking about this for some time with Van. I'm not a betting man by any means, but if you give me every single game, I'm taking the under on sacks. And it happened again last night. I think there was one throughout the whole game, and it was a big one against Brock Purdy. How much is this shotgun offense changed the NFL from the time you played, Sean? Is it so drastically different now that is part of the reason why you think you might not be successful now the way you were then?
Well, it's a combination of the two. It's a shotgun offenses, and now guys are learning to get the ball out their hands quicker. Like, if you go to these quarterback coaches and you work with them during the offseason, they would tell you it's progression, boom, 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 the ball got to be out, right? And that's what they're teaching these guys. It's not the standard, 7-9-step drop passes, pat the football and throw it 40, 50 yards down the field anymore. It's timing. It's getting these motion wide receivers like the Deebo Samuels and Tyreek Hills, getting them one-on-one matchups that's favorable for them, and getting rid of the ball and let them make plays with their legs, man. So, I would love to play football 25 years ago when you got the big slow guys back there in shotgun and patting the football and having 9-step drop. That was a great time for pass rushers.
Everyone knows who the cream of the NFL is. You just got a couple in each league. But every season, somebody in the middle of the year emerges and makes a run in the second half. Have you assigned a team that you think is about to make a run and really start playing together, make a playoff push?
I think the Ravens, man. And I'm not saying that they didn't have the foresight before the season started or early on during the season. But what they did to the Lions, it was just unbelievable. Everything they were doing was working. They dialed up every offensive play calling. They was playing well on defense. Jadeveon Clowney's there and Smith on the inside. They're getting after you up front. They're creating turnovers. These guys, if Lamar, and two, it all goes down to Lamar Jackson's health, right? If he's healthy, they could do a lot of damage deep in the playoffs.
Obviously, Sean, whenever you join us, we're talking lights out. We're talking lights out 12, your next event of extreme fighting. Real quick recap on 11. Your main event was a banger, man. I think it was the second round, but it was Bashi who put the submission on Vargas. It was just incredibly captivating. I think Bashi's now undefeated. Is he 9-0, I think? So just an absolute fire event in your main event last week, or excuse me, at event 11, and now you guys are already on to number 12, and that is, I want to make sure I got the date right here, my man. That is, I don't have it in front of me. I apologize.
Yeah, it's November 18th. Yep. Rosas against Puerta Jr. And this is the cool thing. We got about 3 or 4 guys in this card that either fought in the UFC and trying to get back, or that's going to be going to the UFC. And what's happening now is guys know that because we have the viewership and eyeballs on football, we're top 5, top 7 watch on football sports. We're getting calls all over the country, and that's what you want to create, man. Like, that's why I got into this industry, to give these up-and-coming fighters a chance, a platform to be seen, figure things out, give them that bigger opportunity. So, yeah, we got to this one we had a banger, man. Tommy Aaron's back on this card. Alba Morales is back on this card. I think Nick and Nate Diaz, one of their guys, and one of those guys will be at the fight. So I'm expecting Nate to show up. Tony Ferguson's got Tommy Aaron is on his card. AJ Hodgkins, who was the linebacker at Oregon, is on his card as well. And these cards keep getting bigger and better because people are finding out more about us, and they want to come fight with us and put on a show.
Tony Ferguson, a little hometown couple.
Tickets and information on lightsoutxf.com. Get all your info right there. So the vacant flyweight title fight, Rosas versus Puente Jr., how are these guys going to match up? How do their fighting styles run up against each other?
we had Victor Roses on the card before, man. This dude is flat out. He comes out swinging. And, you know, it's nothing against the UFC because obviously that's what got me into the sport. But sometimes when there's so much on the line, you know, and whether it's money or title or guys trying to climb the ranks, you know, people a little bit more cautious and, you know, just more on the line. With these guys, they're trying to make it, right? Like these guys are trying to get on the map. And so they come out, man, they're doing stuff that you're like, holy hell, it's 30 seconds into the fight. They're already banging, right? And so you have the amateurs who we also show on football, which is cool because they end up turning pro with us. You get a chance to see a couple of fights of their amateur career, and then, you know, a couple of fights down the road, they're turning pro with us as well. And so that's going to be fun. The Tommy Aaron fight is going to be another one that's big one. Albo Morales, you know, who fought sometime in the UFC. He's fighting, you know, Ramos. Ramos is that's Nate Diaz. Nick Diaz's camp out of Diaz Army out there in North Cal, and he's coming down for a banger. That one's going to be another big one. So it's fun for me, man, to kind of use this platform that I built. I was fortunate enough to play in the NFL, but obviously being around the fight business for 17 years now and getting to promote these guys has been awesome.
Well, that's the question, right? That's what I like to ask because, I mean, your product is growing. You've got those steps we talked about when we met so many months ago. Are you still identifying as all-pro linebacker, or are you now identifying as promoter?
You know, it's funny. I went to the Golden Knights game, you know, one time, and a guy walked up to me, and he's like, "Man, you know, you're that guy that owned the fighting league." He had no idea I could play football, so I was like, "Okay, I must be doing something right." So I thought that was pretty cool. But you know, look, I was fortunate, man. I played the game at the highest level. You know, now I'm older now, so some of the fighters have watched me when they were, you know, 12, 13, 14 years old, and now they're kind of you know, fight me. So when in the weigh-ins, they're walking in, and yeah, some of the guys are scared to come over and ask me for a picture and autograph. Like, man, yeah, I watched you as a kid. I'm like, thanks for making me feel like an old ass, but I appreciate it. So it's been cool to be on this side of the business.
What amount of fundraising can we do to help get a purse big enough to get Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk your ring? Like, what do we have to do?
Probably sell all of Albuquerque. I don't know. You know, those things are obviously. I was really hoping that Dana was able to pull that off. I was really, really hoping that he could push that through. I think Mark Zuckerberg wanted to go, and it was Elon that was kind of backing out. But that's how big this sport is, man. Think about it. I mean, you got two of the biggest tech giants in the world that were about to square off. I mean, that would be bigger than any fight that's ever happened in history. I mean, bigger than, you know, Thriller Manila, any Muhammad Ali fight, any Floyd Mayweather fight. That would have been the biggest fight in history because of who they are. And only the sport MMA is able to pull something like that off with Dana and those guys.
The tickets are now live. You can get them at lightsoutxf.com. Go there, pick them up. You're doing it again in Long Beach?
Yep, this will be in Long Beach again. We'll be live on Football Sports at 5 p.m. Pacific. We got 4 hours of content. An hour of that is straight amateurs. And that to me is the cool part. No one gets an opportunity to show the amateurs. And we don't put these amateurs we got on the card, they can turn pro at any second. So these are not guys just kind of coming off the street. They're in, you know, Nate Diaz's camp. They're in, you know, these big gyms in the country, AKA they're coming from qualified gyms. They got Jackson down there. We have guys that come up. And so we like to give them all the opportunity, man, especially when they're on the rise as they are.
November the 18th. Sean, anything we missed, brother?
That's it, man. Just getting my Chargers back on track and trying to watch them fight, and that's about it.
I like that a lot. Sean Merriman, thank you so much.
You got it, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Sean.
I bet he could play today. I'm not trying to be that guy, but he'd be a humble.
Oh, no doubt. He's that dude. He could have played for another 5 or 10 years if he wanted to.
When he played, that position was relevant. That's not a relevant position anymore.
You got a few freak athletes that are kind of like cut from the cloth of the way he used to play.
Yeah. The one that is pretty good, the one in Dallas, they're pretty similar. They do it the same way.
Sure.
But it's no longer that league of – because at that time, you put big road graders on the line, your Tony Siragusas, your big boys.
Mm-hmm.
What was that kid that you had in Green Bay forever? Gilbert?
They had a few of them.
Yeah.
They ran through a lot of big boys in those years.
And then you just funnel them into your A.J. Hawks. You funnel them in to your London Fletchers. You funnel them in to your Jamie Duncans. You funnel them in, and I could keep going, right? That doesn't exist anymore. Now your defensive linemen are just as athletic as your linebackers, just as athletic as your safeties. Like it's a weird, over-the-middle, weirdo, not as vital as it used to be position.
All right. I'm glad you said that after he hung up.
What? We'll wrap up the first hour. Whenever we get back, it is a preview of the NLCS Game 7. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by
Claire, you got 4 minutes.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Dell Technologies and Intel are pushing what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to now.
Traffic moving slow in a number of spots right now. Westbound on I-40. As you approach Carlisle, you're going to see slowdowns. They're going to last until Coors. Both directions of I-25 as you approach Avenida Cesar Chavez is moving slow. That is due to road work and construction in that area. Watch out for the lane restrictions as well. Crash cleanup continuing westbound on Paseo, right around Rio Grande. And you're going to see slowdowns there going all the way back to I-25. Also, southbound I-25 between Osuna and Montgomery, traffic moving slow there as well.
Brought to you by the Sandoval County Clerk's Office. It's easy to vote early in Sandoval County. Early voting runs now through November 4th for the 2023 regular local election. For a list of early voting locations, go to scnmvote.com. Voting in Sandoval County is as traditional as red and green.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Zach Gelman, the CBS Sports Minute. Lincoln Riley's an overrated football coach. At Oklahoma, he couldn't win one college football playoff game with Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, and Jalen Hurts as his quarterbacks. Last year at USC, he lost to Utah in the Pac-12 championship game. And this year we'll have the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, Caleb Williams. Riley's team already lost to Notre Dame and Utah and won't sniff a college football playoff game. Riley compiles wins and Heisman Trophy winners, but he can't coach himself out of a paper bag in a big spot. I'm Zach Gill.
Come to the UNM Howl Zone. 3.5 hours before kickoff for each home game with backyard games, inflatable, food, drinks, music, and more.
Hand him off to the deep man, Merritt. Oh, makes a man miss. He's outside the numbers to the 15. He's to the house.
Come celebrate with New Mexico's station for football.
First career Lobo touchdown, 27 yards.
95.9 FM and AM 610.
Unbelievable.
The Sports Animal.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
When choosing a lawyer after a car wreck, you need to consider the law firm's experience, results, and reputation. Lerner & Rose stands above other law firms when it comes to experience and results, helping over 150,000 people recover billions of dollars. When it comes to reputation, we have thousands of 5-star reviews. Call us today and let us put our experience, proven results, and reputation to work for you.
Lerner & Rose can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Multi-state settlements. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque.
Hey, you're up next. My throat hurts so bad. There's no way I can sing tonight.
Here, try these.
Vicks VapoCool drops.
Yeah, Vicks VapoCool drops has maximum strength menthol with a rush of Vicks vapors.
Ooh, I can already feel it.
I told you. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Vaporize sore throat pain fast with Vicks VapoCool Drops.
It's Superstart Battery Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get up to a $25 gift card after rebate with the purchase of select Superstart batteries. Our professional parts people will test your old battery for free and recommend the right battery for your vehicle. For power, performance, and reliability, choose Superstart batteries only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly.
There you go.
Parts.
New Mexico Sports Authority, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Why did the Phillies allow the Diamondbacks to come
The love of sport, I believe. Excitement.
They took it in Game 6. That wasn't like the Phillies gave it to them.
It was within striking distance the whole time. It just never really turned around. Arizona's bullpen and defense, which is fantastic. Arizona's defense is fun to watch. If you're like an old school baseball fan and you like a little glove action, the D-backs are where it's at.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But they're not as good as the Phillies.
On paper.
They don't have players as
On
good.
paper.
I don't think their management is as good. I don't think they have the talent that the Phillies have. Oh, my God, they're playing in Game 7.
Yeah, exactly. On paper, the Phillies are stacked. 2 aces, one of the best players in baseball, a bunch of above-average all-star level contributors, guys that can hit bombs at any moment, and then the Diamondbacks, just a bunch of scrappy little dudes, hit triples, steal bases, play defense. It's quite a contrarian of these two baseball teams, their styles and their approaches.
I super thought the Philadelphia Phillies would never lose a game at home. I super thought that.
It seemed that way.
But these sneaky little snakes, they come in there. These slippery little snakes. These sneezy little snakes. And they took the one.
I mean, the cliche in football is defense wins championships, right?
Sure.
And we know that's not true anymore, but it still exists in Major League Baseball playoffs that if you can pitch and you can use the glove, you can win a bunch of baseball games in October.
You think I don't think that's what it is with the Diamondbacks team. Because I would even say the Phillies were that. Because what they give up, 10 hits last game and only 5 runs? Like, well, I guess that's a pretty good ratio, I guess. But the Phillies only put 6 runners on. No, I guess 8 because they had 2 walks.
Yeah.
But they weren't putting nobody across the plate. And it's almost to me as if this Phillies team doesn't jack dingers. They don't know how to produce runs.
Well, you said it right there. They live and die by the bomb.
Yeah.
They have to have Schwarber and Harper and Castellanos and Baum and the rest of the crew drop bombs.
Right.
Or they're in big trouble. Because why do I keep calling them the Diamondbacks? That's so weird. The Diamondbacks.
The slippery snakes.
The Diamondbacks will do what they did yesterday and rack single after single after single, steal bases, have smart base running, take third every time. They're not going to get thrown out on home if they're on second base. They do the things that win games in October, and you're seeing the brute force of the Phillies sometimes can't keep up with the actual game of baseball that the Diamondbacks play.
With all that said, there's no way Philly loses tonight, right? There's no way.
Because I like the underdog. I like the 6th seed. I like the wild card. I like shaking up the status quo. I'm rooting for the Diamondbacks as a old school baseball fan. But the Phillies, like all playoffs, they seemed like the team of destiny until the last couple games. and the power's not there. The power pitching isn't there. They're not doing what they need to do to beat a team who can't hold a candle to them on paper. But on paper doesn't matter in October.
You know Chris Russo? Mad Dog Chris Russo?
Sure.
So he says on his Sirius satellite radio show today, I will retire if the Diamondbacks beat the Phillies in Game 7.
You promise?
That's what he said. So,
I don't want anybody yelling at me. Quit yelling at me.
Bob Nightingale.
Mad dog.
Bob Nightingale tweets today. Torey Lovullo, that's the manager of the Diamondbacks.
Sure.
He says, I'm looking forward to that. Like, what?
Nice.
Like, and you know I'm a Mad Dog guy. I'm a Chris Russo guy. Know him personally.
Talented dude.
One
of the best in the biz.
Philadelphia should be as mad at any human being right now as they could be at Mad Dog Russo. Because Phoenix is seeing this. Arizona is seeing this. And this isn't even from the Phillies.
Right.
This is arguably the most listened to sports talk guy in the country.
Sure.
Bigger than the names that you think are big. Sirius Satellite Radio hits that many more people in the United States and Canada.
Except for us. Second to us, I believe.
Correct. No, I got some bad news for you guys.
What is it?
Our numbers are not bigger than Chris Russo and his national satellite program.
They won't even
international.
They won't even put him on radio here. What are you talking about?
The entire channel on Sirius is called Mad Dog Sports Radio.
Oh, is that what it is?
Says I'm looking forward to that.
Okay.
Oh. Can you imagine saying something like that on radio? Every call you would get. What are you going to do in retirement, man? Dog.
Well, how old is he? Maybe it's time.
Very soon.
Move to Florida, start fishing.
He didn't Mike and the Mad Dog for 25 years or something. Is he still on Steve? No, I think he might still. They give anyone a show on. If me and Van got fired tomorrow from CBS Sports, that's the first call we would make. They'd be like, yep, noon to 3 or midnight to 3 a.m. Here you boys go. We'd be like, fine.
You know, I love those hours.
We're belly up to the bar.
Who's playing today?
A couple minutes ago, the game ended. Fred, that was 8 p.m. Game ended at 8 p.m. You know what we could do? Move to Hawaii.
Promise?
That's the real plan.
Pinky swear.
It shows at 8 p.m.
They have the internet there. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where we do this. Thank God we get to do it in the Duke's Teen Store right here on the corner of Carlisle and Central in the Nob Hill Shopping Center. I'm wearing my retro Mike Piazza shirt today. That's a good one.
I'm wearing a Duke City Championship Wrestling beanie.
Also a good one. Intro.
You want to be the official license Absolutely. Tune on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Clear.
The things you hear people talk are often swallowed. The new movement is to make superstars of us all, to minimize the number who talk, but they know it's true. I know I'm not impressing the important ones like this. If I'm all talking,
This message brought to you by the Bernalillo County Clerk's Office.
This November's election is about important choices that need to be made.
Like choosing who will represent your neighborhood.
This is your Bernalillo County Clerk, Linda Stover. Of all the choices you have in this election, the most important choice is to vote on or before November 7th. Learn more at berncoclerk.gov.
Traffic right now, seeing a lot of slowdowns here in the metro. Let's start with westbound on Paseo between I-25 and Coors. Traffic moving really slow. I-25 both directions approaching Avenida Cesar Chavez. We're seeing slowdowns because of road work in that area. Westbound I-40 right now, slowdowns are going to start right around San Mateo. They're going to last until Coors. You're going to want to watch yourself going through there. I-25 southbound between Osuna and Montgomery, dealing with slowdowns there as well. Also starting to see quite a bit of slowdowns on westbound Alameda. Those are going to start around Jefferson, and they're going to last until the river.
This report is sponsored by Mucinex Fast Max Kickstart.
Hey kids, breakfast.
Wow, making pancakes. Seems like you're feeling much better.
It was the Mucinex Fastmax Kickstart Cold and Flu, right?
Yep, good thing I took it the other morning.
New Mucinex Kickstart. All in one and done relief. Use as directed.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. Kirk Cousins gets it done in prime time. You know, the one thing that never, ever happens. Not only did he get it done, but he put up 378 yards through the air against a defense, which is no joke. So let's go ahead and give this guy some credit. For real. Having said that, what is with that Niners defense? What's going on there? And especially that dominant Niners D line. Since when does the 49ers D coordinator dial up an all-out blitz and get burned in a game-changing play at the end of the first half? Since when do the Niners have to resort to sending the house to get pressure on a quarterback? Since never, at least not since Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch showed up. But that's exactly what happened last night, and they paid the price. 2 weeks ago, the Niners were on top of the world and looking down on everybody else at 5-0. Now they're 5-2. Any given Monday.
No one wants legal problems, but somehow, some way, they seem to find you. Where do you turn when you need help? For more than 40 years, Rudy Chavez has had the people of New Mexico's back. If you're facing a legal issue, you want to have Rudy's experience and compassion in your corner. Call the law offices of Rudy Chavez at 505-242-5500. That's 505-242-5500, or visit rudychavezlaw.com. Contact Rudy today and make your legal problems go away.
Hey, you're up next. My throat hurts so bad. There's no way I can sing tonight.
Here, try these.
Vicks VapoCool Drops.
Yeah, Vicks VapoCool Drops has maximum strength menthol with a rush of Vicks vapors.
Ooh, I can already feel it.
I told you. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Vaporize sore throat pain fast with Vicks VapoCool Drops.
O'Reilly. It's Superstart Battery Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get up to a $25 gift card after rebate with the purchase of select Superstart batteries. Our professional parts people will test your old battery for free and recommend the right battery for your vehicle. For power, performance, and reliability, choose Superstart batteries only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The sports animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us. Now batting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on deck,
Yes.
Marie Castillo. Is 2 men on.
I'm doing a charity show on the next week. Hold on one second. Your mic's hot.
Take a second to just say thank you to some people, Dave. That's nice. Normally it's our sponsors, our partners. It's the YMCA. Sure. 669er. Yeah. The Albuquerque Duke Store. You know it. BBQ Axe. They're great. Sadie's. Love them. Teller Vodka. The best. You forgot our OG friends, I-9 Sports. Not this time. For the friends of the show, man. Thank you to the friends of the show. Let's go. Yeah. We've been in a million different things recently. Been enjoying. So we've been live from a bunch of places. That's great. We host stuff that's not even radio related. Roast and Fall Fest the other day. Obviously, Duke City Championship Wrestling. The number of friends of the show that have made the effort recently to come out and be a part of our stuff, laugh with us. Thank you. There's like a million options when it comes to sports talk radio here in town. There's us, CBS Sports. There's a Fox Sports. Mm-hmm. There's an ESPN.
Sure.
There are other options. Thank you for taking the time with us. Like that, I don't know if I can put into words how substantial that impact is on me personally.
when you see somebody, especially like new friends that you didn't know you had already.
Right.
When a new friend comes out and you get to meet somebody new, and they tell you their favorite joke or their favorite sports memory. And it means a lot having you come out and supporting what we do in the community, because this isn't not just about us. It's about every partner and sponsor we have in the community, every charitable effort that we want to reach out and help. And by you helping us, we get to help the Albuquerque and surrounding area community. And we're very thankful for that.
It's incredible. Steve, do you get a lot of friends of the show that come in here?
I'm not great at bringing that up, but I should be. They come in and I go straight to their, what size you looking at for a hat?
Smart.
But what impresses me about you guys is the charitable work that you guys do around the community. Seriously, you guys do a lot of work, takes a lot of time, and you focus on that, and you focus on local stuff, and that's, from my point of view, impressive and appreciated.
We did a cool fundraiser the other night for UNM Rugby. So we had UNM Rugby out to Duke City Championship Wrestling. They ran the 50-50. They made a ton of money. And it was a bunch of the kids, the student athletes. Yeah. They were able to get out there, and they don't know how to do 50-50s. They don't, and they're just stumbling and bumbling and just being absolutely adorable. And they got out there, they raised, several $100s for the thing. And I don't know how they did against Air Force this past weekend. I should have looked. I should have texted. I should have called.
Sure.
Yeah, but I don't know, just kind of an incredible little thing where we're so very fortunate to be able to do those kind of things. Just, I don't know, unique job, and it doesn't exist without the friends of the show. So big thank you, friends of the show. Thank you for taking the time. We have an idea. We're going to throw a big party. So we've talked about this a lot.
Sure.
The theme around this one is winning Vans Prius, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea is we're going to afford everyone the opportunity to buy a raffle ticket to win Vans' very terrible Prius.
Well, we're obviously going to work with a local body shop to fix the front bumper. The engine and the inside of the car are just beautiful.
Okay,
I mean, they're works of art, really.
Yeah.
Automotively, is that a word?
Sure. We had
automotively.
We had a friend of the show come up to us last night at Howie's Sports Page and say, "Hey, Van, it'd really help a certain family member of mine if we could get that Prius." We go, it's not fixed.
It's not collusion.
Yeah, we're not
rigging this thing for a family, although hope they do win it.
Yeah, I hope they win it too. I hope everyone who enters wins, but they can't.
No, not everyone can
No.
win.
And it's not just that. A-Marie's got a bunch of stuff going on too. A-Marie's got shows coming up. I know she's got a big charity event next week. I see the phones are ringing nonstop, so she's probably dealing with that right now. But I don't know. Just it's a special, unique thing. And we don't take enough time. We don't put it to the side. We don't say thank you enough. So big thank you to the friends of the show for being a part of that. And, the ones I really enjoy, because, I'm not broadcasting for any university this year. This is the first year I haven't broadcast permanently for someone here in New Mexico. And being able to get out to these weekend events, we were at the United Watch Party, tough loss for the good guys.
Yep.
All the people that come out to us and are so very kind. We're at UNM football games. All the people that come up to us and are so very kind. And I'm the tallest human being on earth, and you dress weird.
Yeah.
So
we're both easy to spot.
We're not
for wildly different reasons.
Not going to miss us.
Yeah.
And it's really changed, Steve. Whenever we first started, it was, hey, I really like one of you and the other one sucks. That was when we first started. And you could flip-flop. It would be whichever way, right? But now it's, hey, we really like both of you, and A-Marie sucks. And we're like, yeah, she's still on the phone.
Low-hanging
fruit. Yeah, she's still on the phone. But no, it's that conversation has changed a little bit too, where it used to be, oh, I hated you at first, I turned you off. And now it's, oh, you've really grown on us. This has been, I introduced you to some of the other people that listen to radio or I think would enjoy it. And I don't know, just kind compliments from everyone all the time.
And yeah, OG friends of the show, new friends of the show, you can say hi. You can reach out, whether it's at Talk ABQ on Instagram or 505-246-0610 on the Sports Animal Hotline. We're not hard to find. Don't be shy.
Right.
We're mostly nice guys.
I would agree.
I know we call ourselves the boys. We're just two dudes out here hanging out,
laughing.
Don't be scared. Don't be shy. Come hang out. If you have a cause that's close to your heart and you think the boys can help you out, do not be scared. We would love to help in any way.
Is TJ's Pizza a thing here? Do they do that here?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so where I grew up, it's this youth sports fundraiser pizza, right? To where do they do trash bags here? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do not.
So there are all these like
I
fun.
hope everyone does trash bags. It's a very important part.
There are all these like fun little youth sports fundraisers where it's like the team's selling trash bags, and you buy your trash bags from the youth sports kid, and they're too expensive or whatever.
Yeah.
But a percent of the money goes towards the team.
Right.
And TJ's Pizza was one where I grew up. Did it canned popcorn? Is that one here?
Yeah.
A lot of popcorn, a lot of jerky.
Okay, jerky
Yeah,
tracks.
that happens a lot.
Yeah, like, hey, call your boys about that. We will buy your jerky. Like, we will do that weird stuff. Like, I like that weird stuff. I like going to a place. Like, we went to the United Watch Party the other day.
Mm-hmm.
How funny is that if we show up with a pocket full of, like, charity jerky and just, like, get to share it with friends? Like, oh, yeah, this helped the local whatever organization. Like, that is fun.
And we will.
And we will do that. By the way, if you want to help local whatever organization, I see in the live chat, David, we see Carl, the New Mexico United, the So Much Unidos Foundation. I'm no longer at the university.
Mm-hmm.
When I was at the university, hey, Fred, what do we have to do to
Loyal
get soccer
friend Dan
up
wants
in the
to say
Las
hi.
Vegas area? What do we got to do to get soccer exposed in northern New Mexico? You let me make a call is what we do. Because So Much Unidos is going to do it the right way. Hey, Marie, I'm sorry I was on one. I missed your note.
Friend wants to say hi. His name's Dan.
Friend of the show, Dan? Let's go. Welcome to the program, friend of the show, Dan.
What's up, boys?
What's up, brother?
You remember how silly we used to be on Saturday mornings?
Well, we were always
yeah, me and you guys against the world, right? It was fun. Hey, no, I'm just calling to reiterate, man. You guys are like beautifully ridiculous. Let me say that, okay? I don't know how to say it nice and kind of pick at you at the same time, but I don't know what keeps me listening to you guys just day after day, every day. Sometimes I even look forward to it. I don't know. I must be going psycho or something, bro. But no, you know, you guys, your energy is phenomenal for the community. You know, we can hear your spirit out here in Radioland, that you guys really love what you do. So keep doing it. Keep doing it. We love it. You guys are terrible sports anchors, but really phenomenal people. No, hey, remember, go Hawks. Later, boys.
I like that a lot.
That was awesome.
That was like the nicest.
That was on brand. For the show.
It was
That
very
kind of
on
perfect.
brand, but
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
It was a compliment and a dig at the same time.
Yeah,
And
Dan's awesome.
That's exactly what we deserve.
He's so nice. From the
Thanks, Dan.
Sports Animal Live text, Steve Palmisano texts the text line. He says, yeah,
sitting right here.
Says these guys are great, but that guy from the Duke store is cool too. Yeah, Steve.
Yes,
you're
Steve.
cool too.
Yes, Steve.
Oh, thank you.
Also, the text line has been super good about making sure that band was still alive after last night. So that was very nice of them.
I was
They did-
worried.
I had a
It's
lot.
DWC.
I had a lot of kind words and a lot of absolute digs at me and my Astros last night
Yes.
and this morning.
It was hard for you. You said the phones are still ringing, Amory?
Yeah, it's David.
Oh, David
DWC.
Carl,
Yeah.
DWC.
What
And his Phils are about to play baseball tonight, and he's taking time out of his day and his tradition and routine and superstition. David Weesey Carl, welcome to the program, brother.
Hey, I am not calling to talk about the Phillies tonight. I'm not calling to give Van stick about the Astros. I am calling to echo what friend of the show Dan just said. You guys make a real difference every single day for a lot of different people around the community, and you don't have to do that. And so it's an opportunity to jump in and tell you guys that you make a real difference for a lot of people, and you're greatly appreciated. So thank you guys.
Oh, how very kind.
For someone who makes a difference for a lot of people,
Yeah.
saying that we make a difference for a lot of people, that could not be a better
Oh,
compliment.
that's that dude, David Weesey Carl.
My heart could not be warmer right now.
I'm so very happy. He bought me a drink one time. Oh, it means the world to me. I'm assuming David hung up because he doesn't like to get too emotional.
And I'm surprised he didn't part with saying
Maybe he's
those
nervous
things.
for the game.
Yeah.
6:07 first pitch. It's right around the corner. No, that was like I said, we just don't take enough time. You know, and it's like Steve Palmisano at the Duke store. Like, how much stuff are you doing with UNM athletics right now that's benefiting student athlete right now?
I kind of focused on the baseball team. I have for several years
Yeah.
now, and actually, there's some players that are doing some camps coming up.
Yeah.
And I'm helping them with their shirts. It's my donation to the camps. So, baseball is near and dear to my heart. So I like to help them out.
I mean, what can we do? What is the thing that we could do to help that? What is the thing that helps? Do they need kids to come out and participate? Do they need what?
Yeah, I think, in fact, they just announced it today, I think. And so, yeah, get some of those players on the radio.
Let's go.
Talk about the camps that they got a couple in the fall and a couple in the spring. And they're just trying to, raise some money for themselves, I think, and have a good season and just get out in the community. So, which is cool. I haven't seen that lately. So I'm happy to help them, and it'd be great if you guys could too.
You know what I'd really like to start? This is not anything to do with the radio. This is like another venture, because why don't we start another business venture? But I always had this vision of creating, like, if it's for YouTube or whatever, but a 5-tool highlight reel of kids, like kids that are trying to get to the next level of play, and put them on an empty field, stripe it out, do the whole thing, and have them hit for power. If they're an infielder, infield drills. If they're an outfielder, outfield drills. Like, just kind of highlight and showcase what young athletes can do, and then give that to them so they can provide it to D1, D2, D3, junior college, other opportunity. And I'm not talking like kid that's already got it. I'm not talking like young athlete who doesn't, not to throw any shade at anyone, but the players that are going to go to the LSUs, the players that are going to go to UNM, they're going to go there regardless. But like the guys that need a little help, just making sure people can see their eyes. That's how, to me, has always been like a interesting niche that I don't believe has been fulfilled, at least in a way that's, it has to be for profit, I think. But if you were to find a partner that would be able to cover that cost for young adults, I think that'd be really special.
Absolutely love that idea.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be any good.
No.
Or we could definitely hire out somebody talented, not like us.
I feel like if we gave you a fungo bat, there's no way you'd ever let anyone else use it. I feel like you, number one, the second we handed it to you, you would claim you're the best at fungos.
I already am.
Yeah.
I don't got to. Yeah. I have a rich history of hitting some amazing infield and outfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love fungo.
It's so much.
Yep.
Can you imagine showing that, getting a kid out there and being like, hey, we're talking full uniform. It's the whole thing. You know what I mean? You're out there and you're hey, going to your range into your left at shortstop, range into your right, covering the bag, doing all those things, just chopping it up and handing it over. That, to me, would be, well, also like the kids that need that, like the young adults that need that, you have to be able to find the powered by, the, considered by, whatever. You have to be able to find that promotion, which it could be done.
By the way, if you need someone to hit fungo to your team, I will show up. If available, I will show up head to toe in Duke's gear and hit fungo.
505
for your kids or young adults.
246-0610.
Do you have a fungo bat?
I don't right now. No, I don't.
The flat.
I do have
flat
multiple
edge,
bats.
Flat edge fungo bat.
Oh, no.
They used to be flat back in the day on one side of the bat, if you can believe that.
I don't know.
Mark my words.
All the guys I know that used to like fungo religiously, like the managers that I ever knew, I feel like they carried them around 24/7. It was like a walking stick, or like it was everyday carry was the fungo.
Yeah.
Hey Rick, is that a fungo bat? Are you happy to see me?
The answer is yes.
It's a fungo bat, bro.
You know what you need? This is real. Steve, you can facilitate this. You need like an official, like practice use, like Ray Birmingham one. You need to figure out whatever that number is, donate it to UNM baseball, but in exchange for like one from the Cowboy, Ray Birmingham.
Let's reach out to Cowboy Ray right now.
What do we got to do, Steve?
He's got a garage full of them.
So do what now?
Get one of his fungos so that Van can own it.
Oh, I see.
And I want it autographed too.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a better baseball name in the whole state.
Fungo?
No, Ray. Cowboy Ray.
Cowboy Ray, baby. The legend.
Yeah.
He's the one.
He had a good career.
Personality through the roof, too.
Yeah. Yeah. He's an old baseball guy, that's for sure. Not old, but
old school.
Old, yeah. Just a typical, like right out of the box baseball guy. If you were to think of a baseball coach, that's right.
Yeah. I can do 3 hours of baseball in this program. But that was it. Like I said, we just want to come back from the hour and say thank you to everyone because there's been, at least in my opinion, and maybe it's because NFL football is back. Man, I don't know why. But there's been just such an uptick if it's viewing parties at Howie's or viewing parties at Sadie's or us out and abouts in the community doing whatevers. Like it's there. We recognize you. I'll be at Day of the Tread this weekend for sure. Somebody will be there for sure saying, hey, thanks for keeping me company on the drive home so often. And it means the world to me. Thank you for taking the time. Well, in Duke City Championship Wrestling as well, too. You know, I walked over to the co-op earlier, and there's a guy in the co-op talking to me about Duke City Championship Wrestling. You know, that's super nice. You know, those little things matter. So we'll step away. We'll come back. Let's talk a little bit about the Monday Night Football game last night. It was the upset of the century. And for a game that didn't have very many punts, it was kind of low scoring, which was kind of wild. Like it was a lot of like just missing field goals, weird turnovers. It was what I would call maybe the best primetime game I'd watched all year, and we'll listen to A. Marie echo that as well. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Brought to you by the Albuquerque Journal.
The Albuquerque Journal and Business Outlook. When you need local answers, the most reliable and in-depth information about health, safety, jobs, taxes, crime, energy, transportation, or government. Get the answers. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
You're clear, by the way.
Traffic right now, things moving slow in several spots. Westbound on I-40, you're going to see congestion starting around San Mateo. That's going to last until Coors. Both directions of I-25 at Cesar Chavez dealing with congestion there due to road work, so watch out for that. Southbound I-25 as you approach Osuna, you're going to see slowdowns. Those slowdowns are going to last until Comanche. Westbound Paseo right now from I-25 to Coors. Traffic's moving very slow there. Also dealing with slowdowns on Alameda headed west. Those are going to start at Jefferson. They'll last until the river. Clark's Pet Emporium has always been your furry pet's favorite stop. Clark's also has the largest selection of fish, reptiles, small animals, plus everything you need to get set up. New Mexico's own Clark's Pet Emporium on Lomas, west of San Mateo, Manal at Juan Tabo, and at clarkspets.com. This report is sponsored by Clark's Pet Emporium.
Susie Schuster and Amy Trask present offbeat conversations and expert sports commentary as they ask, what the football?
When my family found out how long it took me to figure out why Charles Woodson named his wine Intercept, they said, there's a reason that you had trouble in school.
You know, not everyone knows, when they think of a bottle of Intercept, they don't know that I play football.
Well, what I've learned is a smooth defensive back can make smooth wine.
That's what it's all about.
What the football? The podcast is available Tuesdays, wherever you listen.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Come to the UNM Howl Zone. 3.5 hours before kickoff for each home game with backyard games, inflatables, food, drinks, music, and more.
Hand it off to the deep man, Merritt. Oh, makes a man miss. He's outside the numbers to the 15. He's to the house.
Come celebrate with New Mexico's station for football.
First career Blue Ball touchdown, 27 yards.
95.9 FM. And
why?
Unbelievable. The sports animal.
Hey, you're up next. My throat hurts so bad. There's no way I can sing tonight.
Here, try these.
Vicks VapoCool Drops.
Yeah, Vicks VapoCool Drops has maximum strength menthol with a rush of Vicks Vapors.
Ooh, I can already feel it.
I told you. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Vaporize sore throat pain fast with Vicks VapoCool Drops.
O'Reilly. It's Superstart Battery Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get up to a $25 gift card after rebate with the purchase of select Superstart batteries. Our professional parts people will test your old battery for free and recommend the right battery for your vehicle. For power, performance, and reliability, choose Superstart batteries only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Live horse racing at the Downs at Albuquerque continues through October 29th. Watch and wager on live racing Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays at 6:05 p.m. and Sundays at 1:30 p.m. and simulcast daily. Visit abqdowns.com for more information. See you at Albuquerque Downs Racetrack.
Casino at the Downs hosts Conjuring Up Cash Monday through Friday, noon to 10 p.m. 3 winners every 2 hours win up to $500 cash. Enjoy random promos daily, cash weekends, great dining, and more. Only at Casino at the Downs, Louisiana and Central.
All In Autographs, Albuquerque's premier sports memorabilia and collectible destination, is proud to sponsor the Las Vegas Raiders football. We're your local source for all things Raiders, from jerseys with your favorite OG players to autographs of the greats. Stop in today. All In Autographs is located at 2225 Wyoming Boulevard Northeast in the Hoffman Town Square off Wyoming and Manal. Visit us online at allinautographs.com. That's allinautographs.com.
You hear it all the time. Lawyers talking about all their experience, many years of experience with the insurance companies, and experience in the courtroom. But what you don't hear much is about the results. At Lerner & Rowe, we're proud of our results because that's how we measure our success. We've helped over 150,000 people recover billions of dollars. When you want results, call Lerner & Rowe.
Lerner & Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Multi-state settlements. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque.
Ryder works on top of the world, but his roofing business has hit new lows. Because when people search for roofer near me, Ryder's Roofing doesn't appear on the map, which means Ryder's Roofing is not on the map.
Cumulus Boost can help by managing Ryder's online listings, reviews, and dozens of other ways search engines determine which businesses get on the map. Cumulus Boost helps make sure Ryder gets the click. Visit cumulusboost.com to get on the map today. CUMULUS Boost.com. Cumulus Boost. Get on the map.
Take us with you anywhere.
Well, anywhere with cell service.
Download the KNML in the Google Play or iTunes App Store. Just search KNML.
We're back on the program. Big thank you to everyone who took the time just to say thank you. We went to break. Had some people reach out.
Very kind.
Some friends of the show have, like, my phone number. I don't know, however they get it. Whatever. Took the time to text. So thank you. Hey, Marie, you got shows coming up? What's up? You busy?
Yeah, I'm actually really busy. 'Tis the holiday season. I'm super excited on my next one is November 9th, which is a Thursday. Two Men On will enjoy this vibe. It's a fundraiser supporting bilingual teacher scholarships. It's at the Clyde Hotel downtown, and it's $25, and all proceeds will go to scholarships for bilingual teachers. Mm-hmm.
What would we have to pay you to wear a Two Men On shirt, but it's in
If Steve is designing it, I will heavily look into it.
What would that be? Dos hombres.
Well, let's not offend people.
How is that offensive?
I don't know.
Dos hombres in.
Someone call in.
Dos hombres in is the shirt I would like you to wear. I want you to wear a shirt that says Two Men In.
What if
E-N, not
to
I.
be funny? Because it's comedy, and people are. What if it says something? It's supposed to say Two Men On, but it says something. I don't know. We'll have,
Two Men On Amory.
and they'll be like, "Why is she wearing this?"
She's
for
awesome.
money.
She's super awesome. Where's that at? Where are the details? Can I buy
The
tickets? I'll go.
Yeah, it's $25, and as I said, it's a fundraiser show. Good lineup too. Clyde Hotel, the Grand Ballroom, Albuquerque, New Mexico, Thursday, November 9th at 7 p.m.
I haven't been there yet. I heard
You
it's
can
fantastic.
you can get tickets at ampconcerts.org.
Sounds sweet.
Yeah, I mean, I like telling jokes for a cause.
Same. Here's the real cause of my happiness in life.
Why do they call it the Clyde, Fred? Thank you for asking.
I didn't know. I don't know.
Clyde Tingley.
Really?
Of Tingley fame. Did a lot for this city.
Cool.
Correct.
You're welcome.
I've never met.
Any other fun facts?
CT.
You want me to drop?
He's not.
You don't know that to be true. You just made that up.
That is a true statement.
Is it really?
Of all the lies that I consistently drop on this program, that's not one of them.
There's
Clyde
a
Tingley?
statue of Clyde Tingley downtown. Have you been down there?
Right next to Walter White and Jesse Pinkman. That's
actually it's down by the botanical gardens,
which is beautiful.
I think that the statue downtown is of Harry Kenny, right there at the mall or the plaza. What do you call it? The Old Town City Plaza.
The Al Hurricane Pavilion.
Yes,
is that what you're referring to?
That would be correct.
I don't necessarily know all the Albuquerque history. Like I know Kit Carson. I think he's Albuquerque.
He wasn't.
Orlando's on the phone.
He wasn't unique to Albuquerque, but he was here for a minute.
Friend of the show, Orlando, reaching out. Orlando, welcome, brother.
Hey guys, you know how it is. I just chime in every once in a while, but since you guys are getting all the kudos, which is well deserved, reminds me of your commercial I hear a few times during the day. Not as funny as they think, but you know the rest. But anyway, say we go way back when you guys first started, I think in 2019 on my trips to Fort Callis.
First friend of the show we ever had, Orlando.
Oh wow, that would be an honor. But and hey, Van, wanted to pile on the Astro thing. I'm just a big the cheaters Altuve for some reason that rubs me wrong, and he did so freaking good the whole even last night. He's either getting on base, stealing the base, but I'm glad they went down. And I'm a Dodger fan, so I can't talk too much crap there. And of course, I'm the easiest fan you guys can make fun of because I'm a Dodger fan, Laker fan, Cowboy fan. That makes me an easy target.
Yeah, you're basically our show.
Close.
Yeah. Hey, that's a compliment. And Fred, of course, very unique. Too bad you're an Arby's hater. But anyway, and in Spanish, two men on, dos hombres, N-E-N.
Not I-N.
But you guys are awesome. I give kudos to Anne-Marie every Saturday. I go out for my workout and get to listen to her show, and actually got to hear Fred on Saturday. He made.
I replayed an interview.
On the Marie show.
Oh, how great!
To promote Duke City Championship Wrestling, just to let you know.
2 days after
Yeah.
the event, you're the best.
No. It was.
You guys are awesome. I don't get to call.
No.
in very often,
I'll
but
tell you
keep
what
up,
it
man.
was. Thank you, Orlando.
All right.
Thank you, Orlando.
I did a best of segment, kind of what you guys are doing, because there's been a lot of people reaching out to me for Saturdays, and I feel like so I wanted to give people were asking what guests have been on my show, so I played my 3 best interviews, and you're one of them, Fred. Well, I did not say that out loud.
And that's the funny thing. When I do
No, but I wanted to promote local stuff too, so that's why I wanted to.
Now hold on. Every program, every one of our shows is the best of. What are you talking about? We ain't gotta cut them out.
The local programming here has been very good. Have you guys been listening to the opening drivers? It's on fire.
Oh, you mean the award-winning opening drive with Jeff and JJ? He crushes it no matter what.
Super good. Like Lobo talk through the roof, Mountain West talk through the roof. You're talking about New Mexico State a ton. You know what you're getting on that show? You're not getting on our show. All the things you want. You can go to there is such a good juxtaposition of getting low-key, really good sports talk about your local stuff, and then you can turn to us and just laugh for 20 minutes on your drive home. In theory, laugh. You might not necessarily laugh.
No one bats 1,000.
No. But if you give a little cackle, we consider that.
I feel like when you go to Howie's, you bat 1,000. I've said that before.
It's a short show.
It's a fun place. It's a fun
Marie,
place.
I know we have to go to break, but when we get back, will you please help me give some flowers to the Minnesota Vikings?
Yeah, I'll tell you some good things.
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by
Clear.
Can you make sure that
There's a whole lot of savings going on now at Staples during Staples.
Okay, hold on.
Up to $150 on select office and desk chairs. And when you buy a chair, you save 25% on desks, storage solutions, and office accessories. In-store only offer ends 10/28. Now is the time to save at Staples.
Congestion continuing westbound on I-40. That's going to start right around San Mateo. It'll last until Coors. Southbound I-25 as you approach Osuna. You're going to see slowdowns. Those are going to last to Comanche. Be careful going through there. We've also got those slowdowns both directions of I-25 at Avenida Cesar Chavez. That is due to road work and construction in that area. Westbound Paseo, I-25 to Coors, slowdowns there. Also dealing with congestion on Alameda headed west. That's going to start right around Jefferson. It'll last until the river. Also, watch out for a stalled vehicle southbound Unser. That is just south of I-40, and it is blocking your right lane, so be careful going through there. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
I'm Joe Ostrowski here to help you beat the books with BetQL. Every single NHL team in action tonight, and the BetQL model has you covered. BetQL has a number of 4- and 5-star bets on tonight's NHL sides and totals, and it's looking like an unders night. There are 3 unders that are 5-star best bets, including under 6.5 in Flyers Golden Knights. I'm Joe Ostrowski. Bet smarter, beat the books. Download the BetQL and
We know how expensive everything has gotten lately, so Sweet Deals is offering our listeners some incredible savings. Take advantage of late summer travel with a $500 hotel savings card, or supercharge your back-to-school shopping with a 50% off Sam's Club membership, as well as 82% off a lifetime license from Microsoft Office. Go to sweetdeals.com right now and snag these incredible offers while supplies last. That's sweetdeals.com.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-956-5539. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-956-5539 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539.
Casino at the Downs First Turn Lounge hosts their 9th annual Halloween party and costume contest. Saturday, October 28th. Your best costume wins your share of $1,000. Enjoy drink specials and live music and dancing with Black Pearl. No cover, only at Casino at the Downs. Weekends at the Downs has your favorite games, live music, great dining, and with 30 screens, your game's on. Watch and wager on live and simulcast racing, casino cash drawings, and be sure to check out the flea market and other New Mexico events. Only at Casino at the Downs.
Hey, you're up next. My throat hurts so bad. There's no way I can sing tonight.
Here, try these.
Vicks VapoCool Drops.
Yeah, Vicks VapoCool Drops has maximum strength menthol with a rush of Vicks Vapors.
Ooh, I can already feel it.
I told you. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Vaporize sore throat pain fast with Vicks VapoCool Drops.
O'Reilly! It's Superstart Battery Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get up to a $25 gift card after rebate with the purchase of select Superstart batteries. Our professional parts people will test your old battery for free and recommend the right battery for your vehicle. For power, performance, and reliability, choose Superstart batteries only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
An unbelievable Tuesday night, NLCS Game 7, NBA opening tip-off. Every NHL team is playing. There's college football. Wednesday morning is going to be bonkers. Join us in the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. It starts at 7 a.m.
The best football team on the planet is the Minnesota Vikings.
No. This is... I said this yesterday, and I will continue to say it's a week-to-week league, my friend. They are not the best team.
Who won the last game?
But I don't think they were as bad as people thought they were.
I heard a wise man once say, if you want to be the man, you got to beat the man.
That's the truth.
And now Kirk Cousins, who just beat Brock Purdy and the 49ers,
Oof.
He is the man. And then he says something after that. What does he say after that?
Says,
I
what
can't
do you think
remember.
about me
He
now?
says, "Woo!" That's what he says right after that.
It's 100% true.
Is this a wrestling thing?
It was for a second. Just for a second.
Man,
I should know
I'm just trying to make Fred happy that I know
I
one
should know-
wrestling reference, and I dropped it just now.
The thing I don't like, though, what I would like to really say is, this is why I hate media, even though I know we're media, but we're not this media, is now everyone thinks Brock Purdy's the worst quarterback. They said all along, like, well, I told you he's the worst quarterback ever. Like, okay, let's calm down.
He's not the worst quarterback, just the worst fourth quarter quarterback now.
Well,
he's even worse
he's getting
than
that
Jordan
prime
Love
time
right
experience.
Why did he keep throwing the ball to the other team
in the fourth quarter?
It was pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Ah, nice.
When
Pretty bad.
Yeah, but okay, but now he's the worst quarterback ever. And when everyone's been praising him, that's the one thing I can't stand. Now he's not going to be San Francisco's quarterback. What are they going to do? Call Trey Lance from the Cowboys, Steve?
Hey. He was the worst quarterback yesterday.
Yes, that's a good point.
whenever Lizzo's favorite team missed that field goal with 1 minute left,
Sorry, that's so funny.
You knew it was over.
Oh, I'm used to that.
You knew San Francisco was going to march down the field and win the game. Because if they'd hit the field goal, they'd have been up by 8. If they're up by 8, that means San Francisco has to score not one more time, but 2 more times to tie it, and then another time to win it. And you know they're not going to be able to do that. It's a surefire win for the Vikings. But they decide to mess around and miss the field goal by a country mile. And then Brock Purdy, he starts bringing the team down the field. And for some reason, they're going to the middle of the field. And the Vikings keep giving them the middle of the field. And they keep moving the ball down the middle of the field. But then they were like, we know he'll throw a pick. How do you know he'll throw a pick? He's never been known to throw picks. The Minnesota Vikings got him figured out. Now the whole league's got him figured out. He's the worst quarterback ever.
The Vikings.
So it's over?
It's over.
The Vikings and Kirk Cousins tried so hard to lose that game in the
Totally.
They didn't eat the clock. They didn't get their field goal
Nope.
to make it a 2-score game. They did nothing to make that a winnable game. They gave Brock Purdy every chance, and he could not capitalize on it. It was a hard-fought win for the Minnesota Vikings, but to me, that was
that's
more
Kirk
of a
Cousins, man.
49ers loss.
That is Kirk Cousins to a T.
I just thought Kirk Cousins was going to throw a pick 6, but he did not.
No, well,
Just
and
did nothing
shout out to the Minnesota Vikings offensive line for once this season or in general by one of the best defenses in the league. Kirk Cousins was not sacked once, and it was awesome. I mean, we even gave San Francisco Jordan Addison went out. I mean, TJ Hawkinson went out. I mean, we gave San Francisco every chance to win the game, and they still didn't want to play.
They didn't even try to sack.
They didn't even try. Where's Christian McCaffrey?
He was pretty slippery. He got out of a couple.
Yeah.
I
Not
was
the
impressed.
huge. Me too.
They were tired.
Tired of what?
Playing football.
Why? Because you're a Dallas fan?
No, San Francisco is just like, okay, we lost last week. Let's just take another break, and we'll kick it back into gear next week.
They're terrible now. They're the best
I don't know
team-
what's going on.
Everyone's blaming that Debo wasn't there, but I don't think that's the problem. Debo Samuels.
No.
They're
And Trent Williams, their star offensive lineman, which that does affect you, but man, they had plenty of chances to come back. And and the Minnesota Vikings even have Justin Jefferson.
How long is he out?
He'll be back soon.
Kirk Cousins don't
At
need
least
him.
2 more weeks.
Kirk
Yeah,
Cousins,
which is fine.
is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL.
No.
This week.
Hey, I wish you had closed circuit cameras wherever you were watching the game. Amory, how crazy
Yeah, were you okay?
did you go
Okay.
for that touchdown right before halftime?
Oh, with
where it
Jordan
was a
Addison?
clean interception, and Addison ripped it from his arms and ran the rest of the way for a Vikings touchdown, which was the difference of the game.
Oh, that was the game changer. And I just love because that was the same DB that intercepted the first throw, because that's the new thing the Minnesota Vikings do every single game now. They're like, okay, first possession, first play, like, we're gonna throw it. We're gonna throw it to the other team. So it was revenge. And Jordan Addison is that guy. He's awesome. He's pretty good.
He's
pretty
not
good.
He's not that guy.
I think he's going to be pretty good next to Justin Jefferson.
If he was that guy, which he's not, I just said, he would have been doing better earlier. He wouldn't when Justin Jefferson was there.
He's been doing good.
He would have been a contributor and a factor, and their team
He's been a factor.
No, their team was losers. They kept losing games, and your team only matters
Well,
if you win.
because they stopped throwing it to him.
Well, hold up though, because he wasn't good. Now all of a sudden, when there's no one else around, he has to be good. He wasn't trying to be good previously.
I don't think that's true.
I saw it.
Or maybe he's a true number one, and they need to put Jay Jetta as a number 2.
Ooh, smart. He's injury prone. They don't win games when he's a number 1. I like where you're going with this, man.
Mm-hmm.
Slide him down the depth chart. Heck, put him in the slot. I don't care.
Mm-hmm. Put him as defensive back.
They should get like a really good outside threat. Like, who's that kid?
What?
Who's that kid in Carolina?
They have.
Really good?
Oh my gosh, this is silly.
Do they have?
You mean Adam Thielen?
Adam Thielen.
The guy that used to be on the team?
Spry man.
If you get a guy like him, put him up there, you can start producing some wins consistently. Unlike now.
I wonder what Adam Thielen would look like in a Vikings jersey.
Good,
Probably pretty good.
Probably pretty good.
Probably look pretty good.
Probably a contributor.
We'll have no way of knowing.
No.
Never.
He's not a big guy.
He's getting kind of old. He wanted to go to a contender. He left Minnesota because he wanted to be a contender.
Well, he's not wrong yet.
You think the Carolina Panthers are going to be a contender?
No, but I know the Minnesota Vikings aren't. And there's only one good team in the
Who's
NFC,
in the wild card
and it's
game?
the Eagles. That's the only good team. They already beat the best team in the AFC. The Super Bowl's already determined. It's over.
Well, I think both the Carolina Panthers and Minnesota Vikings will be contenders eventually. Like if you extrapolate the game of football across all of the future, they have to be good eventually.
On a timeline long enough.
Correct.
Yeah. Also, would not be super surprised if Carolina's team moves at some point.
Jacksonville goes to London. Carolina goes to Frankfurt.
Don't they have a booty stadium in Carolina?
I don't think it's booty.
It's not brand new.
I've only seen it from the outside, to be honest with you, when I've been to Charlotte, but
Charlotte
so I can't.
Sucks. I know we don't talk about
The
that a lot,
Queen
but it
City?
sucks. Oh, it sucks. It's maybe the most racist place I've ever been. It's incredibly segregated.
That's a bummer.
What?
Have you been?
Yeah, yes, I did.
What part of town were you in?
Remember I told you I did that commercial with Marty Smith? That's where it was filmed.
How long were you in town?
Like 4 days.
I don't know. And you were working the whole time?
Yeah, and then I had a good time downtown, was drinking.
Surprise, surprise. An American metropolis is segregated and racist.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Let me guess. They put a highway in between a good neighborhood and a bad neighborhood. Does that exist?
That's where I grew up. Step away, come back, finish recapping Monday Night Football, the dissolve of the NFC.
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy specifically.
That's the trend today. Everyone's just hating on him.
I don't hate him. He's just got enough tape now that he's figured out.
For what they're paying him.
He's the best for what they're paying him.
There's never been one better.
Him completing one pass.
Yeah.
Super value. It's 2 Minute On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored.
Okay, you got 4 minutes.
Cool.
Best stories of the year on Audible. Hear celebrity memoirs, mysteries, true crime, sci-fi, and more. Ignite your imagination with.
Oh, yay. We love Cliff.
Sign up for a free 30-day trial at.
What do you mean?
Like all your shows and stuff.
At 377?
Yeah.
Night 40.
So I leave in April.
Yes.
I have to discuss that with them.
5.
Well, here's my thing. You guys can't talk about politics though when you're there.
Quite a bit of slowdowns between I-25.
How do you tell?
Also, let me talk to Cliff. Can I, without crossing any boundaries or trying to be professional?
Do
you guys charge? You said you charge a monthly or every time?
Going to.
So I was thinking you guys should do your show there.
Brought to you by the Albuquerque Journal. The Albuquerque Journal.
And then you're there once a week.
Yeah, we have.
To the deep man, Merritt. Oh, makes a man miss. He's outside the numbers to the 50.
Love Cody.
So nice. I ate hot dogs.
Celebrate with new.
He's a really good brewer.
That's what he was saying.
Lobo touchdown, 27 yards.
95.9 FM and AM 610.
Unbelievable.
I just want to put it in their ear and yeah.
If your credit card bills have gotten out of hand, call Consolidated Credit now. If you're making the minimum payments, but your balance is just not going down, call Consolidated Credit now. If the interest rates on your credit cards are so high, it will take years to get out of debt. Call Consolidated Credit now. They've helped over 5 million people. They can consolidate your debts into one lower payment, reduce your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. If you're struggling with credit card debt, call Consolidated Credit now.
Call now, 800-552-6750. That's 800-552-6750. 800-552-6750.
Consolidated Credit Counseling Services Incorporated, 5701 West Sunrise Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 33313. Not a loan company licensed by the New York Department of Financial Services and by the Vermont Department of Financial Regulation. Maryland DM 19, Oregon DM 80031. Licensed by Virginia State Corporation. Commission license number DC 32. Establishment of a plan may adversely affect the individual's credit rating or credit scores. Non-payment of debt may lead creditors to increase financial charges or collections activity, including litigation.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe, here to tell you the biggest thing I've learned about insurance companies over the years, and it's really simple. They don't care about you. Insurance companies are publicly traded companies who have an obligation to their shareholders to deliver profits. They have teams of investigators, adjusters, and lawyers all working against you from the moment you call them. Hurt in a wreck? Don't be a victim of the insurance companies. Call Lerner and Rowe today.
Lerner and Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Carlos Uri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque. This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-989-8906 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-989-8906. That's 800-989-8906. What do you have to lose? Call 800-989-8906. Again, 800-989-8906.
Are you ready for winter? An aged radiant heat system is more likely to give out, and it could be on a cold winter night. Daniels offers boiler inspections and tune-ups. They specialize in repair, replacement, and new installs, offering a wide variety of high-efficiency heating solutions to keep your family cozy and comfortable this winter. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning guarantees customer satisfaction for plumbing, heating, cooling, and AC, plus free estimates on replacements and installs. 898-8860.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
This is where New Mexico comes for sports. 95.9 FM and AM 610. These.
Here we go.
Animal.
This song you can get a paper cut to. You know, something you can lay back and enjoy the legacy. It is. Yeah. Hustle all the time, yeah. I ain't hard to find. No, I'm always on the grind with some money on my mind.
Mike is hot. Mike is hot.
Yeah. Cali weather, Cali trees, Cali swag, Cali freeze.
We can do all the NFL power rankings if you want, but the NFC ones, I think, are pretty cut and dry at this point. The Eagles are the best team. Not even close. They're in a tier, and then there's no one else. Period.
I think after the last 2 weeks, you do not have the ability to make the argument that the Niners are the best anymore.
No, they are not.
They're clearly falling down the hierarchy of the
This
NFC.
always happens, too. They get hurt, and then must be very frustrating.
I was really high on the Detroit Lions, and they got twerped. That was disgusting.
That was really bad.
It was embarrassing.
I can't believe how many fantasy points they still produced for me, even though they got their butt like whooped.
Because it wasn't really, it's not like garbage time when you're behind in the fourth quarter.
No.
Their garbage time started in the second quarter.
Totally.
And they just racked up all the points.
Here's how equal. I wanted to make sure I had this right. Obviously, the Panthers are on 6. Here
Oh my
is
gosh, stop.
the longest win streaks in the NFC right now. Are you ready? The Vikings have won 2 games in a row.
Ooh, that's good.
That is it. It ends right there. That's how dumb equal the NFC is. To where no team has won 2 games in a row except for the Minnesota Vikings on a current streak. That's how poor the NFC is.
Or we could have this talk, just pick a year.
Jaguars are 4-0 in their last 4, but keep going.
You can have this conversation any football season. It's cliche, I know, blah, blah, blah. Any given Sunday is real. It is very real.
And I do believe it's a week-to-week league.
Every team has 53 professional athletes that can make those plays, that can make those stops, who can be better than the other team any given Sunday. And we're seeing that a lot now. It seems like there are a few teams at the beginning of the season that were completely dominant. They were just going to blow through the whole season. We've seen the Chiefs struggle a little bit. We've seen the Niners last 2 weeks. The Eagles got worked a couple weeks ago. It's not
the Chiefs.
Go ahead.
I'm not buying any of your Chiefs stuff. The Chiefs lost on opening night. That sucked. You know what they haven't done since? Lose a game.
Well, I mean, they lost on opening night to the Detroit Lions, who just got worked by the Ravens. It's parity across the board.
I don't know if it is. Because the Detroit Lions had, by the way, I like that.
Thank you.
They had an entire offseason to get ready for one game, and they did that. Cool.
But so did the Chiefs.
No.
They also prepared.
Mm-mm.
Well, I mean, with 3 less weeks.
They had a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
That they had to play in. And then they had to do what? Figure out
Go
how.
on vacation.
Well, they had to do that.
Go to Disneyland.
Figure out what they were going to do with Taylor Swift.
That's correct. That is literally the answer.
I got some ideas. Take her to a nice pasta dinner.
Uh-huh.
But besides the Bears, the Chiefs haven't been blowing out teams.
Yeah, it's always close with those guys.
Put the Dolphins aside because of one fluke deal or whatever. Only one other team has scored more points than Chiefs. They're not struggling without points. They're not struggling at all. We'll continue down this conversation whenever we get back. As we'll do our NFL power rankings. It's only one team in the NFC than the entire AFC. Moving on, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The
Clear.
I'm moving like Bob Marley. I'm a Buffalo soldier, and I ain't sorry. Come on, come on, come on, come on, Let it bang, let it bang. Let it bang, let it bang. You better give me that, give me that. Give me that. Go up the set, go up the set. You better take it back, take it back.
Brought to you by the Sandoval County Clerk's Office. If you vote, you win. It's that simple. And it's simple to vote early in Sandoval County. To find early voting locations and hours for the regular local election, visit scnmvote.com. Voting is as traditional as red and green. Early voting runs now through November 4th.
Traffic continuing to move slow in several areas. Let's start with westbound on I-40. You're going to see congestion starting around San Mateo. That's going to last until Coors. Both directions of I-25 near Cesar Chavez. You're going to see slowdowns there. That's due to construction and road work in that area. Also westbound Paseo right now between I-25 and the river. Traffic moving slow there. And congestion Alameda westbound. That's going to start at Jefferson. It'll last until the river. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Glasheen, Vyas, and Inderman Injury Lawyers is a leading personal injury law firm in Albuquerque with a history of winning big for clients. The lawyers at GVI Law focus on catastrophic injury cases, including semi-truck wrecks, drunk driving car wrecks, and oil field injuries. They win, and they win big for their clients.
If you're like most people, you've had your fair share of financial questions. Questions like, can I afford my son's travel hockey team? What if my daughter doesn't get that soccer scholarship? Will I be able to enjoy golf in retirement? At Empower, we know these questions can be stressful. We're here to help answer your what ifs and empower what's next. Join 18 million Americans and take control of your financial future. Start today at empower.com. Sponsored by Empower Personal Wealth.
It's game day at Jim's house, and the spread is impressive.
Mike's already done some damage with the hot wings, and now he's dropping back and going deep for another slice of pizza.
I sure hope he brought the Pepto.
Mike knows the Pepto-Bismol provides fast 5-symptom relief from unexpected stomach upsets. He's no rookie.
The way he's throwing back those nachos, he's the GOAT.
Be ready for game day with Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The sports animal. Proud to be a Cumulus media station.
Even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the sports animal. Your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle,
Amory Castillo.
Your mic is hot.
And on with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Man, now you don't care about baseball anymore because the Houston Astros lost. Your team, the Houston Astros, your childhood favorite team, the team that you root for above and beyond any other professional team, the only professional team that you feel you have association tie or fandom of, the cheating Houston Astros, who reached the ALCS in 7 consecutive seasons, but will not reach the World Series this year because they were beat by Walker's Texas Rangers. The Houston Astros, who only players to score runs last night were the 2 players that were cheating the last time that the Houston Astros won a World Series. That Houston Astros team, do you feel like, Van, you'll be able to enjoy Game 7 in the NLCS tonight?
Oh, man, I was waiting for a question. By the way, Jose Altuve is one of 2 people on the 2017 Houston Astros who did not cheat. Let's make that clear. Jose Altuve and Josh Reddick are the good guys, and everyone else was just dirty, disgusting cheaters.
What's his name? Josh has a Reddick?
Yeah.
That dude's sweet.
He's really good. Yes.
Steve.
Yes. It's a Game 7.
Where
I don't care whatever
do you think
sport.
he has that buzzer that was on his chest, like framed somewhere?
No, he had an awful tattoo that he didn't want people to see. The buzzers weren't a real thing. That was a conspiracy theory.
Oh, sorry.
It's a Game 7. I'm a sports fan. I don't care if it's Game 7 of lacrosse. Do lacrosse have Game 7s? Are there Game 7s in lacrosse?
I believe they
I don't
play
care
series.
if it's Game 7 of lacrosse.
Mhm.
It's the most exciting moment in sports, especially with my favorite sport. I've been to a lot of D-backs games. I'm kind of like not a secondary, but like third-and-dairy D-backs fan. So like a itty-bitty piece of me is rooting for the Arizona D-backs because they deserve better from their fans.
Are you calling
I don't
them-
know if you've seen – have you ever been to Cardinal Stadium or D-back Stadium and watched a professional sport? Have you been to any of those establishments to watch professional football and or professional baseball?
Both.
Are you calling
They've
them?
never once had home field advantage in either of those stadiums.
Correct.
They deserve better. So hopefully with this momentum of a World Series berth and or victory, the Diamondbacks organization can start having actual fans instead of these fair weather transplants in Phoenix who don't support their own team. It's sad. Go D-backs.
Are you calling them the D-backs? Because in the opening segment, you called them the Demonbacks over and over again due to your years of fandom.
Yes, that is exactly why.
Slippery snakes.
Mm-hmm.
Slippery snakes.
Oh, that's a snack.
What's the prop
Slippery
bet
little
on
snack.
Marte going deep on the first at bat?
Take it.
I'd take it.
Sweet, I'm in. Let's go scream like maniacs.
The texter is going crazy about. All right, so a friend of the show, Isaac, is suggesting that Taylor Swift should buy into the ownership group of the Raiders. Then the Raiders should trade for Travis Kelce. That will pull Tom Brady out of retirement, and then the two of they will go undefeated for the rest of the series, or excuse me, the rest of the season. Raiders fan is the weirdest.
Book it. Yeah, man, I love this storyline. That's genius.
Taylor Swift has a, what do you call it, a residency there.
Yeah, she's like permanent.
Yeah,
There
so
you
it
go.
Makes sense.
This is all coming together.
The part that's different with the Raiders than any other team is the ownership is not the same. So Mark Davis, who is the son of Al Davis, right, who has never met a barber. So Mark Davis owns and runs the Raiders. He needs that paycheck. I'm not saying he's struggling financially, but he doesn't have other thing like every other NFL owner has.
Yeah.
This is just his thing. Like
You'd
Mark,
think he'd be better at it.
you would think.
So he's great at expanding the brand. He's great at making money. He's great at corporate sponsorships. He's great at packing that stadium. As far as his front office prowess goes,
No,
not so much.
Not there. That John Gruden stuff was wild, weird.
So weird.
So weird. Their coach now sucks. There's a reason he's only an offensive coordinator.
Yes.
Like,
Let him just be an offensive coordinator.
let him do that.
There's
nothing
wrong with it.
Nothing
Wrong.
wrong.
Well, there's anything wrong with
Hey, you're a
it.
really good coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Some guys are talent. Other guys are coordinators.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, head coaches are just game managers anyways. You just got to make sure that your offensive and defensive coordinators have the right game plan in place. The offensive, defensive coordinators, these are the people who are actually working with the players, establishing the real game plan. The head coach is to make sure everyone's accountable for their actual jobs.
it's all about the game and how you play it. It's a Triple H song, man. I got you there.
That's nice.
Mark Davis pulls a paycheck, is all I'm trying to say. These other guys don't pull paychecks. They just let the value grow and let the value grow. And then they put it on paper that they have all this money. Like, that's their thing. Not for Mark Davis. Mark Davis is paying his mortgage out of being the owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Shad Khan's not doing that in Jacksonville.
I mean, do any of them? Does any other
None of them.
owner in the NFL?
Literally
is
none.
their primary gig?
Nope. That's why, like, whenever Raiders fan is like, hey, it's all the team. He can't. He doesn't have another thing.
What is he going to do?
That's his thing.
Invest it?
Yeah. Excuse me, Mark. We'd like to use your head to make a mold of mushrooms. Like what? Like he's got no other possible employment.
He needs to outsource every decision he's ever made to somebody else. Football decisions.
Starting with Barber. What?
Starting with Isaac's exact idea.
Bring in
Taylor Swift, who will cause a rift in the Chiefs organization. Travis Kelce goes to Vegas, teams up with Devontae Adams. You bring Tom Brady back. And if you think Travis Kelce needs help, he really doesn't. But guess who else shows up? Rob Gronkowski on the party bus.
Taylor Swift lands on a plane, Steve, in Vegas to buy into the team. And who walks her off the plane? Travis Kelce alongside Rob Gronkowski and Tom Brady.
Sign me up.
And because the NFL is scripted,
Edelman.
Angelina Edelman is
the
also
baggage behind him.
that is him.
It's bringing out the bags.
And then Josh McDaniel's like, I remember you guys. Let's
Uh-huh.
go. Like really excited. That was my Mario voice.
We'll just let Tom Brady play or coach.
Why not?
Let him do the Pete
Why
Rose
not?
thing. Let him do the Pete Rose thing. Who's really going to tell Tom Brady what to do?
No one ever.
Belichick his rookie season and then never again ever.
Well, he's mad at the NFL now anyway, isn't he?
Friend of the show, Nick, says after she buys into the team and breaks up with Travis Kelce, she can just go down the block and play her breakup song with Travis Kelce in her residency.
And that's going to be the biggest banger of all time.
Never,
Absolutely
ever.
the biggest song of all time.
And then they're going to never, ever
Ever.
get back together, ever.
That one's already been done.
Oh.
For never, for never, never, for never, never. That one.
Have your people call my people.
You were into touchdowns, and I was into something that rhymes with touchdowns.
Punch clowns.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that was not that was not my best word. The number one brand in sports is the University of Texas. The number two brand is the Dallas Cowboys. The number three is the New York Yankees. And the number four, I think, is the Las Vegas Raiders. And the Las Vegas Raiders should not be.
If you don't count the European Champions League,
I don't.
You probably nailed it.
Yeah.
You missed the Lakers, but it's pretty damn close.
The Lakers have messed it all up.
Have they?
They do weird stuff now.
I think they're still a huge worldwide brand.
Purple and yellow is not the jam.
Looked around the store real quick.
I was seeing if you had any. You don't. It's not even on your radar. You got stuff that looks like Dodgers stuff. You got stuff that looks like Padres stuff. You got stuff. You got a lot of stuff here at the Albuquerque Duke store, intersection of Central and Carlisle. Come see the boys. But their color scheme is not the color scheme. Don't hit right.
LSU Tigers represent. It's a good purple and yellow team.
They're fair. They're fair.
The best team in the NFC right now?
The Eagles?
Minnesota Vikings.
Kelly Green?
Minnesota Vikings are purple and yellow.
The Raiders should not have the value they have. That's all I'm saying. Because those other three that we just named, University of Texas at Austin, the Dallas Cowboys, and the New York Yankees, those are all powerhouse brands in huge cities with enormous fandom.
Their vibes has changed since they moved.
The Raiders are soft now. Yeah.
It's different. It's not.
We can't just beat people up and cheat anymore. That was kind of their thing. They revolutionized being brutes.
Yeah, hitting you over the middle too hard with Jack Tatum and all
Jack
that.
Tatum smack on them.
And then they got weird and soft.
Smacking you in the nugget pouch when they're in a pile.
They did what?
They do that all the time.
Who's the most famous Raider of all time? Is it Bill Romanowski? Who's the most famous Raider of all time?
Jack Tatum was.
Jack Tatum might be.
Blackbeard.
John Madden.
Van went to a Pirate. That's what Van did. I said Raider, and he took it.
Oh.
He took it to Pirates.
All right, fine. Tuscan.
He's not taking it to Star Wars, Steve. He's. That's what he went to.
You know, his mind is not like all the others.
It's not the best. It's not the best one.
Like Raiders jokes?
No. My mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't say it wasn't the best one. I said it's just not like all the others.
That's accurate. Thank you.
That's the thing, though, right? Like when you think about their lineage, and if you do want to say John Madden, I would hear that. I'd hear John Madden.
Wait,
Lenny is on the phone.
Lenny knows who the greatest Raider of all time.
Steve, you taking over the host tonight?
No, I'm just saying. I don't know who would know, but Lenny might know.
Well, yes, he will. I mean, but I think my answer is correct.
Who?
I think it's Bill Romanowski.
Could be.
Marcus Allen, I guess, is the obvious one, but he's not like a tough dude. Oh, Gene Upshaw.
Gene Upshaw, that's a good answer.
Did they have a kicker?
You're not going
back
Kenny
in the
Stabler?
day? Kenny Stabler.
Jim Plunkett, if we're going that way?
Jim Plunkett. I'm related to Plunkett.
Are you trying to say, was Shane Leckler that guy's name? Sebastian Janikowski? Is that who you're going with?
Yeah. Legend.
By the way, Fred, I meant to tell you the Immaculate Grid is my new favorite thing in life. And this is what this does remind me of in this segment.
Most famous player category and then a team.
That seemed really hard to me to try and figure that thing out.
The Immaculate Grid. Oh, we got we got super lucky on the one we did on air.
Yeah.
Like some of those are incredibly hard. Friend of the show, Lenny, welcome, brother.
How you do? Hey, so what happened to Lyle Alzado?
That's a good famous Raider. I'm into that.
I mean, he's right up there with Ted Hendricks also.
We all know it's Bo Jackson. We've just been
Yeah, it's Bo Jackson, but I mean, if you're going to go with somebody who played mean and was crazy, I mean, it was either Gene Upshaw or it was Lyle Alzado, and then Romanowski. But I think Romanowski's known more for the Broncos.
It's Al Davis. It's Al Davis or Bo Jackson. Those are the two.
No. Then if you're going to do that, it has to be Mark Davis and the never-ending bowl cut.
So bad.
You know, Chucky's father. I mean, can you imagine you're Al Davis and you don't have to dress up on Mark Davis and you don't have to dress up for Halloween?
That's pretty sweet.
What do you
You just walk outside with a butcher knife and you're all set.
The texter is saying Art Shell. I think that's a good answer.
Well, Art Shell is a good one too, but you know, the Raiders in the 70s were a vicious group of people.
Yeah, Jim Otto and all those guys.
You know, Bo Jackson would have been a Hall of Famer if he decided on one sport.
Probably some truth there, yeah.
I think his hip decided.
Yeah, but it was his hip. But for what he was doing in two sports. If he would have done just baseball, would he have made the Hall of Fame, maybe?
I mean, Bo Jackson is the easy stock answer, but I think it would be John Madden. But John Madden is even more famous being a commentator and being the video game guy.
What wasn't Bill? Didn't Alzado? Wasn't he in Blazing Saddles? Oh no! Who was the one in Blazing Saddles that knocked the horse out? The football player.
Oh, Bluto. What was Bluto's name?
I think he was a bear. I don't think he was a Raider, but he reminds me of Alzado. I could see Alzado doing that, or just picking the horse up and carrying it with him while he's chasing someone on the field. That was it, Mongo. I think he was a bear, though. But I did call in to take my comeuppance quickly for the Lobos win.
Yeah, they proved you very wrong. Alex Karras. I don't know who that is.
Alex Karras. He played, I think, with Chicago.
Big boy.
Yeah, he was a small.
The Lobos proved you wrong, Lenny, over the weekend as they put it on the University of Hawaii, and I hope you lost big, Lenny. I'm not one that roots for people to lose, but I hope you lost big on that one.
No, because I have to bet the same amount on each game for the Lobos, so it just rolls evenly into my plus side. You can't get greedy when you're winning, because then you just lose it all.
Pigs get fed.
So it's the same amount, one stack a game. And you just go with it.
You say a whole court?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if anyone knows what a stack is, then they know what the bet is. But that's what I stick with the Lobos. It's the only team I do it with. Anything else, if you look at my picks this year, I stink. That's why I'm glad basketball's back on.
Oh, you're only like 14 days away from college basketball, so we're like right there.
No, well, I'm sorry. You know, I like college basketball until I saw the Lobos men's schedule.
Okay.
Oh, Lenny,
Lenny, aren't you a Knicks fan?
I'm a Knicks fan. Yes, I am. And
Okay.
I did take the over and under on the Knicks this year. I think
Okay,
it was 43.5.
All right.
Man, what's that
I'm a
Saturday
Knicks
Night
fan.
Live sketch where-
I have my schedule for
I
the
think
Knicks
they'll be
game
good. They'll be
lined up
right.
this year to make sure I get my 10 to 12 Knicks games in live. But, you know, I know where the Knicks are going to be at the end of the season. They're going to be with me at home watching the playoffs after the first round.
Lenny, did you see the rumors that the Knicks are willing to blow it all up and try to trade Joel Embiid?
Okay, one, Philly's not going to trade. Maury's not going to trade with the Knicks, period. Okay, I have a better chance at reconciling with both my wives at the same time. Okay. And then if the Knicks do that trade and they give up what they're going to say, they have no one left to play with. As it is right now, they're a small team. Outside of Julius Randle, they're small ball.
Brunson and Embiid is better than Harden and Embiid.
Okay, but Daryl Morey has to realize what he did, as much as James Harden got to stop trying to force his way out of every team in the league, he should have traded them already.
Happy NBA season, by the way, tonight.
You lost all of your leverage by waiting till now instead of trading them as soon as the season was over. And he opted into his deal.
Lenny, we're grabbing a commercial break. Whenever we get back, we're going to compare you to Rachel Draft, who played Debbie Downer on Saturday Night Live for a bunch of seasons. I think Amory already cut him loose.
Lenny's always bringing the heat. Appreciate a good call.
I need him to get behind my Lobos. I need that. If there was one friend of the show I need to win over, it's him.
I haven't seen the role players on Lobo basketball yet. I don't know what they're fully capable of. But I'll tell you what, with that backcourt, they're going to be one of the funnest teams to watch in the country this year.
Will they have a better start than last year? No. No, they won't. You can't top the start they had last year.
They're going to be good this year.
They're going to be super exciting. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This message brought to you by
You got 5 minutes.
County Clerk's Office.
For this November's election, you have a lot of choices when it comes to casting your vote.
This is your Bernalillo County Clerk, Linda Stover. Of all the choices you have in this election, the most important choice is to vote on or before November 7th.
Learn more at berncoclerk.gov.
Still dealing with slowdowns in a couple of spots this afternoon. Westbound on I-40, starting right around Carlisle. You're going to see slowdowns. Those are going to last until Coors. Both directions of I-25 and Cesar Chavez continue to move slow due to that road work and lane restrictions in that area. Things also moving slow still westbound on Paseo. Those slowdowns are going to start right around I-25. They're going to last until Coors. Alameda headed west between Jefferson and the river. Traffic moving slow there also.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Trust the team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
We're proud to bring you coverage you can count on from across New Mexico.
Like a weather forecast that's certified most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with more in the morning.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Come to the UNM Howl Zone. 3.5 hours before kickoff for each home game with backyard games, inflatable, food, drinks, music, and more.
Hand him off to the deep man there. Oh, makes him miss. He's outside the number to the 15. He's to the house.
Come celebrate with New Mexico's station for football.
First career Lobo touchdown, 27 yards.
95.9 FM and AM 610.
Unbelievable.
The Sports Animal.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-956-5539. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $80 in taxes, and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-956-5539 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive.
Cool.
Call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539.
If you're like most people, you've had your fair share of financial questions. Questions like, can I afford my son's travel hockey team? What if my daughter doesn't get that soccer scholarship? Will I be able to enjoy golf in retirement? At Empower, we know these questions can be stressful. We're here to help answer your what ifs and empower what's next. Join 8 million Americans and take control of your financial future. Start today at empower.com. Sponsored by Empower Personal Wealth.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive.
We can say in Kyle's calling his mom tomorrow.
Gambling becomes
You just have to tell my mother-in-law. You just have to slowly tell her, and then we're gonna announce it.
drug or alcohol addiction. Free and confidential help and treatment is available. Funded by
Yeah. Well,
of New Mexico.
yeah, it's a long story.
Hotline 888-696-2440 is available 24 hours a day. Find help at rganm.org.
With every either
Okay, I appreciate that. She just makes a big deal out of everything, and this has been his career. Like, he has to move every 3 years in general.
with over
She wants him to live like she's one of those mother-in-laws that want to live us to live like right next door.
check.
Is she cool?
Yeah, she's cool, but I don't want to live next door to her. I don't want to live next door to her.
It's time to fall in love.
Echoey?
Own Home Life Furniture. Fall for that new recliner to watch football in comfort. Fall for that new bedroom collection for a restful weekend nap. Or fall for that dining room set for your family holiday meals. Home Life Furniture has
No.
Still echoey.
prices than the big national stores and no credit needed financing. Visit the store at Cottonwood Mall.
No, I'm very lucky with my mother-in-law, and she's really cool. And it's so funny because Kyle gets mad because everyone hits on her because she's a younger mom.
Now you can get a membership plus not pay for it because it's included with Straight Talk wireless plans. You get free
No.
No. Listen,
plus you pay less for gas.
You low-key have to call me.
I'm straight. You're making me throw up.
What? Is she married?
She actually wouldn't like you.
Is she married?
No.
Let me meet her.
She'd probably like Van more.
Hold it. She would like me.
These separate registration.
She'd have a drink with you.
Yes. Give her my number and be like, listen, this
I
is
am
my
not giving my mother.
This
You're
is
not
my
her type.
manager,
Stay
and on air, I have to call him daddy.
accurately at home.
But if
You
you
need
guys get married.
No.
You don't think that's good?
No. Stop.
accuracy. Safe. Measure accurately with Exergen thermometers. Available at Walmart and other participating retailers. Learn more at Exergen.
No. Don't do the bit right now, please. Please don't do that.
The sports animal.
That's out of my respect for me in my private life.
No way.
Saying
I don't mean on air.
it's
I mean
now.
in real life.
Oh, I was like, please don't do that on air.
Just remember, we're
All right, here we go.
kind of station. Creeper.
Steve.
And can you get the update on the NLCS score, please?
Coming out swinging. Action on every play. Top Dukes are coming out swinging.
My Arizona Diamondbacks won. Mexico United EWC.
Okay. Dusty Baker has told a bunch of people he's done managing the Astros.
When did he say that?
Well, with his management last night, I'm all for it. They got Astros the second championship. Seems out of touch with the players. Not making great decisions, except for yanking Christian Javier in the first inning. That was a great decision. Let's get some fresh blood in there. The Astros got Dusty Baker a championship. Good for him. His legacy's intact. Great baseball player, great manager, great for baseball. Invented the high five.
Not true.
And now put him out to pasture.
74-year-old Baker, 26 Major League seasons, 2,183 victories, 1,862 L's. 3 pennants, 1 World Series title, and a long-awaited retirement from everyone who hates wristbands.
And toothpicks.
That's awesome.
He's a legend. He's a legend in the game of baseball.
Yeah. Stabilized the organization after that sign-stealing scandal in Houston.
Yeah. You're welcome, Major League Baseball. We fell on the sword for you.
Who you get?
Yadier Molina.
Don't do that. I swear to God, dude.
Oh, yes. Fred's beautiful St. Louis Cardinals fandom would come crashing to the ground. The Houston Astros snagged Yadier Molina from the St. Louis Cardinals. That would be legit boss move.
I'd be sick to my stomach.
I heard that they're talking to Yadier. They're trying to get him to
No, you
get on
did
board.
not hear that.
I saw that literally today.
That's a lie.
That's not a lie.
You're just saying a lie.
That is not a lie at all. They're really talking to him. They're trying to make it happen.
I'm just going to Google something real quick.
Do it. Google
I
it.
need to check something for my sanity.
Google it. I mean, Craig Biggio, right? Like, you give Craig Biggio the first call. You give him a chance first.
All right, so you're wrong. Steve Palmisano rejoining us. You can hear his inhale exhale.
So Steve
was call it. Didn't I say the Arizona Diamondbacks were going to go up 1-0?
Steve,
No,
you
did
did
call that.
You literally did. You did. Steve, you were in the back room working, printing some more of your amazing merch here at the Duke's Team Store in the corner of Central and Carlisle in the Knottville Shopping Center, and you missed A. Marie playing your Duke's theme song when we came back from commercial.
I felt it in my bones.
Okay.
I thought it'd be good to throw it in there on Tuesdays when you guys are live from there.
The song's a banger. It's a classic.
Stood the test of time.
It's still really good.
It looks all right. So according to fansided.com, Yadier Molina is currently in conversations with the St. Louis Cardinals about a coaching role. Unfortunately, Bob Nightingale recently tweeted that it seems like a long shot.
Too many neck tattoos? If a guy with a bunch of neck tattoos is going to work anywhere,
I need you to shut up.
It's going to be with the St. Louis Cardinals
I
organization.
just need you to shut up. He's the best.
There's not a lot of jobs where you can have a bunch of neck tattoos and be so highly regarded as Yadier Molina is. Number one job for people with neck tattoos?
Be Yadier Molina.
I mean, be a neck tattooer, number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run for city council.
You get to be your own billboard. Yeah. You get to have your own neck tattoos and give others neck tattoos. Obviously, job number one. Number two, probably human trafficker for MS-13. That's probably number two. Number three is catcher/coach for the St. Louis Cardinals. He's never been in a better position ever for people with neck tattoos.
Okay. You also forgot about snitch. I feel like that one is super high on the neck tattoo ranking.
Is that like a Harry Potter thing?
No,
is that what that is?
I don't know what that is, but
okay.
I feel like anyone who's ever
gone to a UNM basketball game. Oh no, I'm thinking.
Are you doing Lenny stuff right now?
No.
What are you doing? So I didn't know this. I just read this rumor.
Oh, it's not snitch. It's something else.
Snake. You're talking about the Lobo fan.
Yes.
And I don't know if he has neck tattoos. He wears face paint all the time.
Oh, that's right.
Apparently, the Cardinals are talking to Craig Counsell. They publicly said they weren't going to replace Ali Marmol, which, by the way, they should.
Oh, they definitely should.
He's terrible. But you would go with longtime Milwaukee Brewer named manager Craig Counsell? I hate that. Get Yadier Molina before he goes to manage his best friend Jose Altuve in Houston.
The Golden Snitch, often simply called the Snitch.
What is that?
Was the third and smallest ball used in Quidditch. It was a walnut-sized gold-colored sphere with silver wings. It flew around the Quidditch field at high speeds, sometimes pausing and hovering in space. The Seeker's goal was to catch the Snitch before the other team's Seeker, which was worth 150 points. I've never read or seen Harry Potter, and I knew that.
What is that sentence you just said?
Something from a dork website that I had to regurgitate for you.
I've never seen 1 second of a Harry Potter movie.
I haven't either.
I don't know what the intro music to Harry Potter sounds like.
But I know enough that has its place in pop culture, and the little wing ball thing that they fly around and try to catch as a snitch.
Here are the things I can name about Harry Potter. The main character's name is Harry.
Last name Potter.
I would have to fact check that.
Okay. Would you like me to Google that also?
But I believe that is probably true.
Okay.
I've never read a book, obviously, in my life.
Yeah, we can tell.
What does that mean? What is that? What are you trying to say?
Any book?
Friends of the show can hear you talk.
No, I've never read any book. What would I read a book for?
No reason.
Life experience, guidance, lessons, not repeating history.
What glass house are you two living
Now,
in?
hold on. Hear me out. Entertainment.
What is the last book you read?
Using your imagination.
That's what I thought, Van.
I just finished one yesterday.
No, you did not.
And you put me on the spot, and I forgot about it.
Because you have not read a book. You're lying. Amory, what's the last book you read? To Catch a Rye.
I just finished.
No, but I haven't read that since high school.
2 days ago, I finished Still Life with Woodpecker. It's a novel by Tom Robbins. I'm very mad at myself that I didn't conjure it immediately. I didn't remember the name of a book I just finished 2 days ago.
And who? Tony Robbins' brother wrote it, you said?
Tom.
He just looked it
up. Oh, Tommy. Good dude.
Christopher Robbins' brother wrote it? Is that what you said?
Keep going.
Barrett Robbins' brother wrote it?
Robin Thicke's uncle? Is that what we're doing here?
Hey, Mary, what's the last book you read?
Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. I'm actually in the end, almost at the end of it. It's a mindfulness book.
Oh, mindfulness.
I have a real problem with self-help books.
Okay.
It's not a self-help book.
Yeah, it's not a self-help book because you're not helping yourself. Someone else is helping you. They wrote the book to help you. It's not self-help. The guy who wrote it's helping.
I have a real problem with that 1990s Oprah Winfrey style.
No, I'm not.
We're gonna
That's not it.
endorse a book that helps fix you because you are the center of the universe. Here's the thing, you're not. Not talking specifically to you, Anne-Marie, talking to all the friends of the show.
No, it's okay.
Are you specifically talking
I've
about
just-
the book The Secret?
I am specifically talking about the book.
That's
That
funny.
is such a huckster move right there.
It's the most huckster move of all time.
Hey,
and it brainwashed.
Fred, I have the secret. If you just think about something, it's going to happen with no work or effort or talent or ability whatsoever. Just conjure it
Manifest.
and think about it.
Yeah. Opportunity.
Manifest it into the universe.
It will flow to me.
That's the biggest pile of stinky, sweaty, hot, fly-ridden BS in the history of the universe.
All time. And it brainwashed an entire...
It's ask, believe, receive. That's the secret motto.
Oh, God.
You guys don't remember that?
Yeah, they tried to say you could cure your own cancer by thinking about it.
Amory, do you remember being a Brentwood baddie and like all your Brentwood baddie parents and maybe even yours, like sitting watching Oprah daily, getting told that they could help themselves if they just pay money for things, and the whole thing was a huge ass scam to trick people into spending their hard-earned dollars that they should be spending on their family and actually growing experiences with them, but instead they're putting themselves at the center of their own universe that they create with this idea that they are special and unique. And here's the thing, not every single stay-at-home mom can be special and unique if you all are following the exact same secret formula. You're all the exact same.
You know what book I thought of that was big like during that era was the Chicken Soup for the Soul.
Yes,
but then there was like Chicken Soup for it was so depressing. Chicken Soup for the whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chicken soup for like 2 men on.
Yeah, chicken soup for the Filipino immigrant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
come
like
on, man.
chicken
You can't-
soup for
you can't
the
you can't make one for everyone.
Should have just been called Chicken Soup for Dummies.
Exactly.
Chicken soup for the
That's
hungry.
Amory goes, that's a different book for dummies.
That's funny.
That's the literary version of Crystals.
That's all I'm saying. People who claim to read are lying. That's all I'm trying
No,
to say.
I read.
I just finished a book 2 days ago.
Did you
Fred,
read it,
I
or
read.
Did you listen to it?
I think
I
it's
read it.
important to read.
Yeah, I like reading. I like,
Keep your brain going.
actually enjoy reading.
I listened to books.
Britney Spears' book came out today. I'm gonna read that bad boy. I'm not kidding. I kind of want to read it.
All out. Everything's all the good stuff's out.
I know the cliff notes they put all over the internet today. I'm like, come on.
Who's publishing it? Playboy?
I have no idea.
I would read that book.
Would you read it or listen to it?
Zoom in on 95.9 FM and 8 on Pictures Only. The sports animal.
Come to the UN
Hey, we're
You
all
got-
real bad, aren't we?
before kick
No, what?
Are we all
with
real bad?
backyard games.
No.
No, we're like 7 minutes behind.
I know, but here, hold on.
who cares?
1,
I don't care
2,
either.
3,
Thank
4.
you.
No. We care. So make the next segment like 5 minutes, and you'll be fine.
Touchdown, 27 yards.
5-minute segments.
Correct.
Or can we just do 10 minutes?
The sports animal.
Commercial breaks.
Discover, this is Danny.
If it breaks rules-
We'll do 9 minutes of commercials on the way up.
If it breaks rules, our boss is out of town.
Party groceries.
That's great.
vacation,
But
he's
with
not
Discover
listening.
Cashback Debit, we give everyone cashback on everyday purchases. Anything else I can help you with?
Are you hungry?
There's also a bunch of hot girls in KKOB right now, and I'm trying to figure out why they're there.
Take a picture.
It pays to Discover. Eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashback debit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
My daughter is normally a little goofball, but after a bad night's sleep, she's too tired to be anything. That's why I trust Pure Z's Kids. Pure Z's Kids is mindfully formulated just for kids. Their non-habit forming, drug-free products help my daughter fall asleep naturally, giving her the rest to be her best.
I'm a dinosaur.
Her best dinosaur.
Pure Z's Kids, for ages 4 and up when needed. Explore our products at zquill.com.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Live horse racing at the Downs at Albuquerque continues through October 29th. Watch and wager on live racing Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays at 6:05 p.m. and Sundays at 1:30 p.m. and simulcast daily. Visit abqdowns.com for more information. See you at Albuquerque Downs Racetrack. Casino at the Downs hosts Conjuring Up Cash Monday through Friday, noon to 10 p.m. 3 winners every 2 hours win up to $500 cash. Enjoy random promos daily, cash weekends, great dining, and more. Only at Casino at the Downs, Louisiana and Central.
The pandemic is over, but COVID-19 is here to stay.
Got another minute.
Still among the top 5 leading causes of death in the U.S., just after heart disease and cancer. So this fall, stay up to date with the latest COVID-19 vaccines, just like you do with the flu, because you've got no time for 19. The vaccine may not be for everyone. Please consult with your doctor. Brought to you by Moderna.
Lowe's knows pros want savings now. That's why, as an MVP's Pro Rewards member, you get volume savings on orders of $1,500 or more at the Pro Desk. And there's more. We've lowered our prices on select top products like electrical wire and drywall, so you can get the job necessities for less. Because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows pros. In-store only. Exclusions, restrictions, and more terms apply. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Lobo fans, basketball is here, and it should be a historic season in the pit. Season tickets are on sale now for as low as $110 for women's basketball and as low as $199 for men's basketball. That's only $6 to $12 a game. Tickets are going fast, so don't wait long. Visit golobos.com/tickets today. We are New Mexico.
An unbelievable Tuesday night, NLCS Game 7, NBA opening tip-off. Every NHL team is playing. There's college football. Wednesday morning is going to be bonkers. Join us in the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. It starts at 7 a.m.
Hello. Guys.
Flex for now, I'm no stranger. I make it hot to death.
Hello. Hello.
You can see me flex for now, I'm no stranger. Bitch went to sleep, woke up, still a G.
Steve, okay, guys, ready? Mic is hot.
Start running when they see the queen coming. Don't flick it up for nothing, gotta be doing something.
Update me on the score, boys.
Keep this to 4 minutes.
You would think I got a double. Why the
Let's see
in the
here.
huddle?
What do we have here?
Back, watching my little nieces blowing bubbles.
It's all knotted up at 1. Bottom of the second, 2 out.
You got the scoring player? What's up?
Nah.
Oh, God.
We're talking about books. This just turned into a literary program.
Bomb hit a bomb.
Who did?
Bomb.
It was a bomb.
Bomb bid.
BAHM?
It was the end of a Law and Order episode.
Bomb, 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 bomb.
Nope.
Oh.
Bomb.
That's awesome. You go with what got you there if you're the Philly snack? Because I'm looking at this lineup. I thought anything would have changed, but this is the lineup. This is the only one they ever use. And I thought in a Game 7, whatever, maybe you drop Schwarber down, maybe you move Castellanos up, maybe you try to make some changes. Nope.
This is literally their best lineup.
This is the one they always use.
This is the one they've used. I mean, Castellanos was in the 5-hole for a long time, which is a good move.
Stott's no joke, though.
But like having Castellanos down in the lineup was like having a second cleanup hitter.
Yeah.
You got a big power bat at the bottom.
There's no breaks through it. There's no point in that lineup where you're like, oh, there's 2 guys in a row.
And that's a thing that managers do in October is they overmanage and screw up what got them all the way there in the first place.
And Rob Thompson, who, by the way, I think is a good manager.
Agree.
It's like, we'll go ahead and dance with the girl we brought. I'm like, I kind of love that.
Yeah, same.
Same lineup for all 7 games this series. I thought for sure. Like, I guess we didn't talk about this off air, but last night we're at Howie's. And like, we just got to change it up. You didn't produce any last time. Like, you got to anything different. Nope. And Baum hits one. Okay, I guess I'm wrong.
That's what the Phillies have to do to win. They are not going to be successful in this game unless their sluggers put them over the fence. The Phillies don't have the speed. They're not going to steal bases. They're not going to take extra bases on the base path. They have to get people on and then hit bombs.
They've outscored the Diamondbacks by 11 runs. I didn't realize it was that high.
How are they doing in wins?
Tied.
Huh, that's weird.
You're from there, right? Arizona?
Yeah, lifelong Phoenician Van Nunley, big Diamondbacks fan, born and bred.
It's just not true.
What isn't?
You're a fan of the loser Houston Astros who recently lost.
Why would you say that? As a child
That is mean.
As a child of the Salt River Valley, who's never missed a Diamondbacks game his whole life, the biggest fan. I mean, they call me like the D-backs fanboy. Okay, look, I don't know if you're listening at home. I mean, you can't see it, but on TV you can see my D-backs fanboy. I got a snake that just wraps all the way around my bicep.
Sweet.
Big D-backs guy right here.
We go around the NBA whenever we get back because it's opening night for Round Ball on the Court. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
4 minutes. Four.
Somehow, some way, they seem to find you. Where do you turn when you need help? For more than 40 years, Rudy Chavez has had the people of New Mexico's back. If you're facing a legal issue, you want to have Rudy's experience and compassion in your corner. Call the law offices of Rudy Chavez at 505-242-5500. That's 505-242-5500, or visit rudychavezlaw.com. Contact Rudy today and make your legal problems go away.
The 5th annual Los Lunas Trunk or Treat for a Cure is coming for you October 29th. This free event is packed with candy and contests, with all donations going to the Children's Cancer Fund of New Mexico. Visit trunkortreatforacure.com, trunkortreatforacure.com.
The annoying runny nose, the constant sneezing, the itchiness, and battle just to catch your breath. If you suffer from seasonal allergies, sinusitis, or nagging sinus congestion, there's a natural, easy-to-use solution that can help provide fast, drug-free relief. It's called Navage, and it uses powered suction to rinse your nasal passages in seconds. Millions of people use Navage daily to help provide relief from seasonal allergies and sinus congestion. Medications treat the symptoms, but Navage treats the problem at the source, flushing out the allergens and pollen trapped in your nose. Navage also helps wash out airborne bacteria, dust, dirt, and viruses quick.
No, don't do anything.
To breathing clearly again.
I'm not telling you.
To sinus suffering and hello.
I'll show you next time I see you.
Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Clean nose, healthy life.
If you're like most people, you've had your fair.
She's tall. She likes bad boys.
Yeah, that's me.
That's not you.
Well,
You're too basic for her.
I am not basic.
We know these
Not in like a bad way. You just are.
gifts and empower what's next.
Basic isn't a bad thing.
Fine.
You're not her. You're not her type.
I'm very exotic.
Then
eBay Motors is here for the 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 120.
with Tammy, yeah. Tammy.
Hey, Marie said you're not good enough for someone.
Is
that what?
Yeah.
Keep your ride.
No, I said he's not my mother-in-law's type.
Is that his hot mom that I just
American Home.
found that picture of? Is that her?
Yes, because at the wedding, everyone's like, "That's your mom," because she was a young mom.
She low key.
Orthopedic, Stearns and Foster, and Sealy Posture.
You know
No,
how many
she doesn't.
he has like
Beds in the industry just for you. We believe these 30 mattresses will give you the healthy.
Anthony Richardson to every one of his mothers.
Yeah, he hates Facebook.
60-month financing. American Home Furniture.
He doesn't hate his mother.
Well, I got evidence.
Law firm in the United States. Although we have.
Well, she won't be here for it.
Where will she be?
In the state.
We'll probably have a shindig at 377 Obby.
We'll go to
row.
that.
When you're-
Whatever
We
happens,
should-
happens. We can't do anything about it.
Can it do a live? Well, why don't we do like a live show there?
For your going away party, heck yes. Joining us on the program, special guest in front of the show, Amory's stepmom.
No, my mother-in-law. What?
Is it
More.
Is it
I have
for margarita?
Do you know how many? No, it's Tammy.
Or alcohol addiction.
No, that's his Oma. That's his grandma.
Responsible Gaming Association of New Mexico. A toll
No, Rita's
2440 is available.
Rita is grandma.
Rita's
It
grandma.
has a picture of Kyle and Tammy.
The Duke City's home for sports.
Never mind.
95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports.
All right. Okay. I have enough stepmoms. The mic is hot.
Not enough stepdads.
Steps is going to be travel.
Actually, dude.
NBA basketball.
It wasn't on air because we don't need to put that on air.
Somebody's off air conversations where he's like, I'll hold Denver up by 9 at the half over
Ooh!
Lakers.
That's par for the course. It's about
Totally.
where I had it. It's about where I had it.
Leading scorer in the first half, a guy named Nikola Jokic, 19 points, 8 of 14 from the field. Anthony Davis. Right
Hold
behind.
on.
Yep.
Nikola Jokic?
Yep.
The horse racer?
I don't know.
That guy plays basketball?
It's from Arizona. Then
It's an Arizona thing.
I met him in Phoenix.
Later, we have Suns
My hometown.
Warriors.
Ooh, I love the Suns because I'm from Phoenix. Diamondbacks.
stupid.
Family. Never been to Houston once ever.
It's all Jokic for the Nuggets, as no other player is in double digits. LeBron James, because I know you care. 10 points on the board, 5 for 9 from the field.
Hold on, let me guess. 10 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
All the time.
That's halftime.
That's him.
Let me guess. At the end of the game, 10 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists.
He is him.
Is he still playing?
Average a triple-double in his 60s.
Also, because somebody will cry if we don't.
The Celtics.
New Mexico State, who plays on Tuesdays now, chasing 6 against Louisiana Tech.
Oh, they got that.
How so?
Because I've done my research.
Oh, yeah? It's like vaccines.
I believe in Daniel Pevia. I think he's that dude.
4 for 5, 49 yards.
Just give him a shot. Give him a little more time. A couple more drives.
They're playing on a Tuesday.
They're going to turn it around.
Am I confused about how college football works now?
They put one every day. They're up against everything except for Sunday and Monday football. And sometimes they still are.
Hank Bachmeier, 2 scores for Louisiana Tech, both on the ground.
You say Brockmeier?
No.
No relation?
That's not what I said, so
Okay.
it couldn't be a relation.
Sweet.
Steve, you want your NHL scores? No one cares about hockey.
I do. I care about hockey.
Hey, Marie, do you care about
Every
hockey?
NHL team is playing tonight.
Van, do you care about hockey because it's back, or do you care about hockey because how they feel about the LGBTQ plus community? Which one?
Well, if I was allowed to use any
What?
tape right now, I'd tape up my
Oh, you're not?
microphone
Nope,
right
you're not
here.
allowed to.
Not allowed to use
Nope.
rainbow tape.
Can't do
so,
that.
Bummer.
What?
No pride jerseys.
What are you talking about?
Jerseys.
Hey, Marie, you don't follow sports the right way.
This is
So,
beyond sports.
Hockey has
This is bigger than
banned.
sports.
I actually know this. I just don't think you should take away from hockey and make it political.
Well, you like the way they pay 45 different national anthems before the game? That doesn't make it political? Like, is that what you're talking about?
Do.
What is it? Is that a national
The
anthem?
Maple Leafs beat the Capitals.
Don't care.
Capital of what? Which country?
Mhm.
The Lightning are beating the Hurricanes.
The Capitals because whenever you
the
do,
Canadians and Devils are tied.
Lightning beat the Hurricanes?
Yes.
Wow.
My goodness.
Now, when they beat the Capitals, is it just the capital letters of LGBTQ+? Is that what they beat?
And then Avalanche is up 2-1 to the Islanders.
Why are all these teams natural disasters?
And then Kraken and the Red Wings are
Another natural disaster, the Kraken.
Stars and Penguins are tied.
Hockey is very fatalist.
Do all NHL fans love hockey or just hate LGBT?
And then Sharks and Panthers are 0-0.
246-0610. Let us know.
We don't
why
have
you
time.
Like hockey, because it's not the sport; it's the culture.
And then
But we have
there's
to
6 more
protect
games
our
after this.
Eastern Europeans,
Yeah,
who hate the gays worse than the
correct.
NHL.
We got religious.
The
beliefs.
Bruins and Blackhawks are 0-0, and the Ducks and Blue Jackets are 0-0. That's it.
hate the NHL. I don't hate a lot of stuff. Most stuff I just don't care about. Most stuff is I'm oblivious. I don't care. I hate the NHL.
They are cowards.
They're the worst.
They're cowards.
The only thing that's good about the NHL is making fun of the NHL because it's so easy.
Oh, it's just the lowest of low-hanging fruit. Low-hanging pucks.
Ugh. I even understand the game. I get it. But the fandom around it, their belief system, stupid.
You can catch me at a lot of Ice Wolves games.
Love
I'll
the
tell
Ice
you that
Wolves.
much.
Love the
Yeah.
Ice Wolves.
You can
Hey,
use rainbow tape if you're playing for the Ice Wolves.
That's a problem that the NHL is going to have too, because they're going to get a bunch of young kids who get it. That people that love the NHL right now, they're going to call new NHL players woke, and they're going to be real upset. They're going to get a bunch of people into their league that don't hate other people for no reason. That's what the NHL is swimming in their ice pond. Fire me up.
Frozen ice ponds.
So stupid.
Okay.
I'm glad the NBA is back. You know what the NBA is about? Equal voice. Equal
Everyone.
Inclusion,
Representing everyone.
cool jerseys and fun social media. And Steve, if you want, they'll 3D scan your body and put it in a highlight reel of you dunking as LeBron James, your favorite player.
They will?
Yes.
Literally, they will do
They
that.
get it.
It's sweet.
Who do I call?
You just gotta
David
just
Stern.
just download the app.
There's like an app.
Oh,
yeah.
it's the app.
Also, I'm low-key a little bit weird about giving 3D scans of my bodies to other people, but you guys do you. I'm in on that. I don't.
You're not going to do it?
Well, I didn't do 23andMe. You know,
I'm not
it's-
really concerned about what people think about my skin sack that I'm hanging out in, so NBA can have it too.
I just don't want anyone.
So you didn't do Ancestry?
No, absolutely not. I'm terrified of that.
I did.
Why?
I did 23andMe, and my credit score went up 50 points. That's how white I am.
I got a brother out of it.
Sorry.
That's what I'm talking about.
What?
Yeah, he's awesome. He's a 49er fan, so he's not talking to me today.
Can I meet him?
He's in North Dakota, so he won't come to the party that we're
Won't go
planning in the
anywhere.
future.
He's in North Dakota.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I was born, like how you were born in Phoenix.
Yeah. Known Phoenician Van Nunley, Diamondbacks fan.
Big thank you to Steve Palmstad and the Albuquerque Duke store for having us out today. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Thanks for showing up.
Showing up and showing out.
30 seconds.
I got here a lot of hours before the show, and Steve's like, "This felt like a lot." Fan, final words.
Hot New Mexico State Aggies and NLCS takes happening tomorrow morning on the opening drive with Jeff and JJ.
Good job, everyone. GG.
See you tomorrow, Burke.
Steve Palmstad, you're the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Claire.